Center. TMH is setting new stage as your lifelong partner in health.
Are you ready for the ultimate game day experience? Look no further than Sunstop Stores. Swing by Sunstop before or after the big game. Whether you're looking for the best fresh-made Southern food from our Eats Delis, snacks, beer, or fuel to keep you going, you'll score a touchdown every time at Sunstop. Join our rewards program to rack up points with every purchase and use the points to save money on fuel. The more you shop, the more you save. Sunstop Convenience Stores are your MVP for game day. Sunstop Convenience Stores. We're from here.
Is an exclusive presentation of the Seminole Sports Network and Florida State University.
Well, the lights of Doug Campbell Stadium will burn a little brighter tonight as the eyes of the college football world cast their gaze on Tallahassee, Florida for what is sure to be a 60-minute street fight between these two proud programs. As Mike Norvell said earlier this week, this is a game different than others. It's a game you'll remember forever, and we most certainly will, because we remember the legends of the past who have donned the garnet and gold and left their mark on this stunning series. All the big plays, big hits, and big wins through the years have left their imprint on all of us. Some of them memories we cherish, others not so much. It's Florida State and Miami, two programs looking for bragging rights in the Sunshine State, and two programs divided by decades of tradition, swagger, and state pride. Tonight, which players will join the conversation as heroes in this series? Who will be mentioned with Ward and Wanke, Brooks and Shadtree, Jordan and Jameis, and so many others? Tonight, we find out how the 2025 edition of Florida State football wants to be remembered. From the sparkling shores of the Emerald Coast, all the way through the Florida Keys, this is Seminole Football.
It up near sideline towards the end zone. Picked off! No! Winds up looking for Danzy down the field. He goes up. He's got it. Fires over the middle. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown Florida State. Touchdown FSU.
On the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Wolfson Children's Hospital, this is Florida State football. Tonight, from Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida, the Florida State Seminoles take on the Miami Hurricanes in a primetime ACC matchup. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Allstate. You're in good hands with Allstate. By Coca-Cola, fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. By Tico People's Gas, delivering natural gas that helps you save energy and earn cash back. Learn more at peoplesgas.com. By Florida Blue, the perfect play call for your health every time. And by Renewal by Anderson, proud partners of Florida State Athletics. Now, let's go high above the natural grass surface of Bobby Bowden Field with the call of tonight's game. Here's the voice of the Seminoles, Jeff Culhane.
It's the 70th meeting all time between these two programs, and boy, the memories that have been made through the years, they last a lifetime. Miami leads the series 36-33. 36 games have been decided by 10 points or less, 20 by 3 or less, and how about this? 9 by just 1 point. That's it. William Barnum Floyd, 1 point. You know all about this. You lived this series. You played in this game. You know what it means and what these players are feeling right now as they're about ready to come out of that north tunnel.
Yes, and it's one of those situations where the guy across the line of scrimmage from you, you probably know him from Pop Warner. You've heard about him in high school. You're probably at some of the same positions. Now you get a chance to battle against each other for gaming rights for the entire year. Got another 364 or so before we play them again. Got to make sure you get it done tonight.
Let's go down to the sidelines with Tom Block, get his first thoughts from the energetic Bobby Bowden Field. The light show's going off right now, TB, and this place is lit, baby.
It is lit, and it reminds me, I'm just kind of soaking in the atmosphere and thinking about the aura. And we interviewed Lee Corso, as Barnum talked about. He played in the very first FSU Miami game. And then, of course, Barnum played some epic battles, went on to win a national title. I went over and said hello to Jimbo Fisher and thought all the guys he put in the NFL. Then I come over and here's Jared Verse sitting here who's in the NFL. And I think for me it harkens back to when this rivalry was in its heydays. basically everybody on the field was an NFL player, and the whole country was watching. And I'll never forget that, bar none. I know you won't either. And who knows? I mean, we got plenty of guys, both uniforms tonight, that are going to make a living on Sundays as well. And, you know, that's for down the road. But before they get to that level, they're always going to remember when they played in the FSU Miami football game. And we got another one tonight. Mike
Norvell and the Florida State Seminoles are right behind that Florida State banner, inside of that north tunnel behind the north end zone. Osceola is aboard Renegade. The spear is lit. We're almost there. And the marching Chiefs are getting everybody fired up as the war chant just seconds away from reverberating around a sold-out Doak Campbell Stadium under the lights.
Listen to that.
What a scene.
Wow, you're standing in the tunnel right now as a player, and you hear that. You cannot wait to bust through that banner.
All the blood, sweat, and tears of summer workouts.
You feel the energy, you feel the crowd into it, and it's your job to try to keep the crowd into it for the entire game. And here come our nose.
Osceola aboard Renegade. The banner rips open. The fireworks fly. And here come the Seminoles. The vibe is electric. Sold out crowd tonight of 67,277. Sun has set. It's a beautiful night in Tallahassee for the 70th meeting between Florida State and Miami. Mario Cristobal and company, they have not yet made their way to the southeast tunnel. And here they come right now. As the Hurricanes are 4-0, it is their first road game of the season. Mario Cristobal, the head coach of the Canes, is 0-4 on the road versus ranked foes. Well, Florida State is looking to win multiple games at Doak against top 10 teams. 2000 was the last time that happened. It went down, and Florida State in 2000, the only team in the ACC to do that, win multiple games at home versus top 10 ranked teams. And as you can hear the chorus of boos, here come the hated Canes.
Need to have some smoke. What is that, a seagull? I like to call him a seagull. I know it's not right to call him.
We call him a seagull, yeah. Sebastian the Ibis is out there as well. Bar none's favorite.
Roasted Ibis.
Uh-huh. We hope that is on the menu after 60 minutes of clashing tonight.
Got the flame ready for him.
Yep. We're going to have a special moment as the Sunshine Scooter Lee Corso will flip the coin at midfield with our game captains. Jerry Magdalenas is our white hat. It's our ViStar coin toss at ViStar Credit Union. You inspire us to go the extra mile to meet your financial needs. That's why we offer Florida State fans more banking options like better rates and no hidden fees. Our team is also dedicated to making the communities we serve stronger, volunteering our time and talents while donating millions to local nonprofits. To learn more, visit ViStarCU.org. ViStar Credit Union, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Go Noles. There we go. Lee Corso just announced, and you hear the roar for Coach. He's out there at midfield. Jerry Magdalenas is our referee. ACC crew tonight. Florida State is 3-1. Won the coin toss here this season. Our ViStar coin toss. Hopefully we'll hear from our white hat coming up momentarily as he instructs both captains, Deuce Robinson, Earl Little Jr., Darrell Jackson Jr., Roydell Williams, the game captains for the Noles. It looks like we'll find out here the instructions. So Miami has won the toss. They defer to the second half. We'll see Tommy Castellanos and the Florida State offense up first against the Miami defense, the #1 scoring offense and total offense in all of college football. A chance to get this crowd lathered up. And here we go. It's the greatest tradition in all of sports, ladies and gentlemen. Osceola aboard Renegade. riding across Bobby Bowden Field, right to left as we see it, south to north. Helmets held high in the air. Renegade, one hop, and the spear is planted. It's time to go to battle.
It's on now, baby. Been waiting for this moment for all your life. No bigger game than this.
No bigger. The head coach is Mike Norvell in year number 6, 36-28 as the head coach at Florida State. By the way, Miami, the third-ranked team in the country. It's the highest-ranked team that Mike Norvell has coached against in his 10 seasons as a head coach. Mario Cristobal is the head coach for the Miami Hurricanes, former player for the Canes, and all-conference offensive lineman, played at Miami from 89 to 92, won national titles in 89 and 91. He's in his 4th year at Miami, 26-16 as the head coach of the Canes in Coral Gables. No Ashlyn Barker tonight. He is out, so that's a loss defensively for the Noles, but Roydell Williams is back, bar none. Javen Boggs is back at wide receiver.
And you're going to need both of those guys, both of them on the offense. Roydell has been a leader back there running the football. Again, you have young kid Boggs, man. You definitely want to have that true freshman going out there and making some plays for you.
Samuel Singleton and Jalen Lucas are back deep for Miami. Carter Davis, the senior out of East Fort Lauderdale, Florida, the FAU transfer, will kick off. 23 touchbacks on 25 kickoffs this season. The Noles in their traditional gold helmets, guarded spears on both sides, guarded tops, white lettering and numerals, and the gold pants. The traditional historical look. The Canes in all white as the boot meets the ball, and the 70th meeting of Florida State and Miami is underway. And that kick drives through the end zone on that north side. It'll be a touchback. Here comes Tommy Castellanos, bar none. Right now he leads the country in yards per completion at 18.8, yards per attempt at 12.1, and he's got the best right now quarterback rating in the ACC as we speak with what he has done so far this season.
Yeah, I love what the offense has been doing. I mean, they put up points last week, fought all the way to the end, had a chance to pull that one out. I'm excited to see how they come out and respond tonight and get it done against UM.
Usman Chroma's the back in the backfield, left hash. First play of the game. A lot of emotion swirling around this stadium here inside of Doak on Saturday night. Sold out crowd under the lights. First and 10 for the 25. Here's a give. Big hole for Chroma. Chroma spinning off tacklers to the 30. Out near the 32-yard line. Usman Chroma with a pickup of 7 yards in the first play of the game.
And that's what you want to do. You want to have this high tempo, like we're going to go high tempo, and you just want to keep leaning on Miami. Don't give them a chance to get refreshed.
Wesley Bissett made the tackle. Second down and 3. They give to Chroma again, and he is grabbed and ripped back by Akeem Mesidor. And maybe a gain of a half yard on the play. Quickly brings up a 3rd down and short. 3rd and about 2 here for Gus Malzahn's offense.
Yeah, that's where you have to use that big frame to push through the defender and send the defender right there in the hole. He has to be able to turn that body and push those legs and push back and try to get to that first down.
Bain and Mesidor, the 2 highest graded edge rushers by Pro Football Focus in college football. Fake the end around. Tommy got a man wide open. It's caught. Chroma, 50, 45, and he slips at the 40-yard line. There's that wheel route that works so well for us. Big gainer. Move those chains for FSU.
One of the keys to the game is running backs be prepared to catch the ball out of the backfield and make big plays out of the backfield. I think that'll be open all day. You saw the safety try to come down, put pressure on the quarterback. It was picked up great. Tommy had a lot of time to find a receiver on the wheel route.
Gain of 28. That's another Florida State first down, powered by Dale Earnhardt Jr. Chevrolet. Now you got Gavin Sawchuk in the ball game. First and 10 from the Miami 39-yard line. Miami has not yet trailed this season. Only allowed 5 total touchdowns. Tommy to throw. Now will take off and run. Castellanos 35, 30, 25. Leaps over a defender down near the 23-yard line. Tommy Castellanos using his legs. A gain of 16. Zachariah Poyser on the tackle.
Keys of the game, quarterback. If you have that green grass in front of you, be prepared to pick up big plays with your legs. There it is. Let's go.
No first half opening drive scores allowed this year by Miami. Hasn't happened.
Well, this is a good offense right here. I mean, like last week they put it up too. They put up numbers. This team is going to put up scores and put up points. Just need to stay solid in what they're doing and score touchdowns. We don't need field goals. We need touchdowns.
Danzy and Boggs check in. Sawchuk the back in the backfield. Deuce Robinson tight to the line to the right side. Coming off a great game against Virginia. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Castellanos, he will fake the handoff, end around Danzy, left or right, looking for an alley, cuts it back to the 20, and tackle there near the 19-yard line by Poyser again. So there's a little edge action for Gus Malzahn, trying to get the ball to Danzy out in space.
Just misdirection, too, and the safety had to come down and make that play. Everybody else that went the other way with a good play action. Good job again by Danzy right there, picking up some good yardage.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6 from the 20-yard line going in. Right hash, again, Miami hasn't trailed, has not given up a opening drive score this season to the opposition. 2nd down and 6. Sawchuk to the left and Castellanos in the gun. Trips to the left side. Pittman tight end to the right. Keep an eye on Randy. 4 the play clock. You got to go. 3, 2, 1. And now a timeout called by Mike Norvell. Tommy getting too comfortable there. And the Noles have to use an early timeout.
Yeah, you don't want to have to use timeouts this early. You need to be able to get that play in. You're going with a high tempo. You had Miami threw off. Right now you give them a little bit of a chance to kind of regroup. And you don't want them to do that. They had them on their heels. 6th play of the drive coming up right here. Miami defensively allowing just 11.5 points per game, 9th best nationally, only 244.5 yards per game on average, 13th best nationally, and just 76.3 rushing yards a contest. As the Noles sniffing that red zone, teams have only been in the Miami red zone 9 times total this season with 5 touchdowns. So looking to put the 3rd-ranked Canes on their heels early in this contest. What a scene inside of Doak Campbell Stadium here on Saturday night under the lights. 2 receivers to the left side, Robinson wide to the right, Pittman wing left, Sawchuk to the left of Castellanos in the gun, and the give to Sawchuk running right, breaks a tackle, lowers the shoulder, brought down inside the 15-yard line. Did a great job, bar none, of running after contact. He picked up most of that yardage after the first hit. And that's what these running backs have been able to do, is make extra yards after the contact, and you have to keep doing that, pushing those legs. 3rd and 1 from the 15. Toss near side, Sawchuk has the first down, lowers the shoulder, falling forward inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, really good blocking out along the perimeter. These wide receivers have come to play tonight, playing physical against the retooled Miami secondary. Mohamed Touré made the tackle. Keys of the game, the tight ends and wide receivers have to make sure they block downfield to allow these running backs to have some room to run downfield. Great job. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Empty backfield, 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Now Sawchuk motions to the right of Castellanos in the gun. Helmet eye snap, the give to Sawchuk, lowers the shoulder, trying to turn it forward, brought down at the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 2 as Miami clogged that one up pretty well. Poyser in there, also flying up. Wesley Basaint in there to make a play as well.
Gain of 3, 2nd down 7.
David Blade Jr., big number 11, the Louisiana Tech transfer at the defensive tackle, helped out. 2nd and goal from the 7. Trips to the left side. Robinson is all alone, wide to the right to the near side. Sawchuk to the left of Castellanos in the gun. Tommy to throw. Throws it up for Deuce in the end zone. It's off his right hand. Incomplete. Contact. Fans wanted a flag. They didn't get it. Xavier Lucas, the Wisconsin transfer, was locked in on him. Yeah, he was right there. Tight coverage right there. Thought he got there. Put those hands on him a little bit sooner than he needed to give an opportunity. But that ball needed to be in a better place, too. I would have loved that to be a back throw to show. Yep. Yeah, they're showing the replay. Definitely letting them hand fight a little bit here. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 7. 2 receivers left. Boggs and Pittman, 2 to the right. White and Robinson. Now White in motion right to left. Sawchuk to the right of Castellanos in the gun. 3-man front. They're dropping 8 here in the score zone. Tommy may take off. Tommy cuts it back, and he's tackled at the 5-yard line and brought down by Basaint. And so the Noles are going to kick a field goal here, and I think Miami feels pretty good about keeping the Noles out of the end zone. Yeah, good drive right there, but that's what I was talking about at the beginning of the drive. They start moving the ball. You want to finish these drives off with scores, with touchdowns, and not field goals. So right in the middle of the field, chip shot for Jake Weinberg. 3 of 4 in the season, this one from 23. Mason Arnold, the Tampa native, to snap. Max Chimeno, the Daytona Beach native, to hold. And Boynton Beach's Jake Weinberg. Good snap, spot. Weinberg's boot is right through the pipes. Up, and it is good. Scott and Wallace, successful drive summary. 10 plays, 70 yards, 4:58 off the clock. Jake Weinberg's first field goal of the night, his 4th of the season, puts Florida State up first. And for the first time all season, Miami is trailing in a game this year. Scott and Wallace, the official injury lawyers of Florida State Athletics. Scott and Wallace with offices in Tallahassee. Time out on the field. It's the Florida State defense against that Miami offense up next. We'll take a break. Back after this timeout. Hey, college football fans, I know you do anything for a win on game day. And an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Florida Blue presents game-changing health solutions. Did you know you can relieve stress by doing yoga at a Florida Blue Center?
And exhale.
Treating yourself to Florida Blue discounts. Seeing a chiropractor covered by Florida Blue. Having your own Florida Blue health consultant.
Welcome.
Or cheering on your team right now. Discover more game-changing health solutions at FloridaBlue.com. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
AgPro has been family-owned and operated for over 64 years. We take pride in developing long-lasting relationships and offering first-class customer service. Need a new tractor, parts for your used equipment, or reliable service? AgPro has you covered. AgPro is here to serve you and your operation as your hometown dealer. Visit us today at any of our AgPro locations or go online to agproco.com to get started with your AgPro experience.
Can't make it to the game? We've got you. American Social is the official watch party home for FSU football all season long. From kickoff to the final whistle, catch every play on all our screens with unbeatable vibes, crave-worthy food, and drink specials that will leave you wanting more. Whether you're repping in Boca, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Tampa, or Orlando, this is where Noles go to game day. American Social, where Noles fans watch like champs. Check us out at AmericanSocialBar.com.
This is Florida State football on the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Wolfson Children's Hospital.
And you're listening to the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Wolfson Children's Hospital for world-class pediatric care. Wolfson Children's is always here, official children's hospital of Florida State Athletics. Before we continue on, let us pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Seminole Football from Legends Global. Jeff Culhane, William Barn unemployed, Tom Block, Andy Surratt, Chris Culp, Jack Cavavit, Ari Masudi, Peyton Russell, Warren Dunleavy, David Maddox, our entire Seminole Sports Network team. Kylie Brennan in the booth with us as well. We'll get down to Tom Block here in a moment. Jake Weinberg, left to right. They kick this thing off. Keelan Marion, the kickoff returner, All-American a year ago. It's another touchback for Weinberg. Now 28 for 28 on the season. The only team with a touchback every kickoff in college football. Down on the sidelines with Tom Block. Tom, your initial thoughts?
Good start for the Noles. Like bar none, would like to get 7, not 3. But now we get to see what I think all of us feel this game comes down to. How does Florida State's 11 out there defensively stack up against this Miami offensive line and run game? We're about to find out.
Amen. Led by Carson Beck, 73% completion percentage is the best in the ACC. He's 28-3 as a starting quarterback at the FBS level. And an empty backfield for Beck to begin his first drive inside of Doak Campbell Stadium. Now Fletcher motions back there, orbit motion left to right. Beck throws it out far side, caught. Tony makes a man miss and tackled by Daniel Lyons, flying down the line for a gain of 3. How about that speed by the big fella?
Good job right there coming down the line of scrimmage. Somebody else had a chance to make that tackle for no gain, and that's what Coach is talking about. The first guy being able to make the tackle, the initial guy that gets there, make the tackle.
2nd and 7 from the 28-yard line. Got 2 receivers tight to the line to the left. Alex Bauman, the Rutgers, rather two-lane transfer, tight end to the left side. Receiver wide to the right is C.J. Daniels. The give to Fletcher, lowers his shoulder, and big Terrell Jackson sticks his nose in there. And the Noles are flying around on the defensive side of the football. Deontay McCray making a play on Fletcher as well.
Yeah, you have to get penetration, cause disruption in their backfield, and we're able to get across the line of scrimmage on that play. And what I like opposed to last week, we kept 5 or 6 in the box, knowing that we probably had the possibility of getting ran against. Right now I'm seeing a lot more guys in the box to stop the run.
3rd and 5 from the 30-yard line. Miami 50% on third downs this season. Trips cluster to the left side, tight to the line. Daniels tight to the line to the right. Carson Beck going to throw. Beck has a pocket, fires over the middle. Caught. Tony, first down. Across the 35, out near the 36-yard line. Tackle made by Elijah Herring and K.J. Kirkland.
Got to expect that tonight. You got to expect that you're going to see those routes where the receivers are sitting down in the zone and the crossing routes. You have to have an answer for that tonight. 1st and 10 from the 36. 2 receivers left. Daniels wide right. Fletcher, they give it to Mark Fletcher Jr. Tackle from behind by Blake Nicholson. Crashing down after a gain of 2 yards. Mark Fletcher, 13 runs of 10 yards or more this season. The 225-pound junior at American Heritage High School. He was coached by Patrick Surtain in high school and a high school teammate of Earl Little Jr. They did a lot of winning down there in that program. Sure did. Back-to-back games of 100-yard rushing. 100 yards rushing for Mark Fletcher Jr. First time since Cameron Harris in 2020 a Canes running back has done that. Trips cluster tight to the line to the left. Daniels tight to the line to the right. Now Beck might be changing the play. Elijah Lofton, the tight end, wing left. Fakes the handoff. Beck looking to throw. Home run ball down the field looking for Tony. And almost got it on a diving attempt at the 18-yard line. But man, you had Edwin Joseph did a great job recovering and running down Malachi Tony 40 yards down the field. Yeah, that was huge right there because the safety can't allow anybody to get behind him because he doesn't have any help. So he has to make sure he keeps that depth. He was able to get in the position to make that play. 3rd down. Really midway through our first quarter, 3-0 Florida State. The first time this season Miami has trailed. Again now, you got a tight trips cluster, tight to the line to the right. Mark Fletcher Jr., the back in the backfield. Beck in the gun now, might be changing the play. 6 in the play clock, 5, 4. Daniels motions right to left. Beck raises the leg. 2, 1, gets a snap. 3rd and long. Sets up, hit as he throws. Home run ball. Nobody home. Incomplete. Nicholson put pressure on Beck to get rid of that early. He was trying to find the LSU transfer, C.J. Daniels, and they were not on the same page, and the Canes got to punt it away. This is what the knock is as far as I'm concerned on Carson Beck. If he gets pressure in his face, he's going to throw an in-it-pass pass. He's just going to toss it up there. And that's where we're going to have opportunities to get interceptions tonight. I guarantee if you put pressure on him like that, he's not going to perform. And they're calling intentional grounding on him. So back him up, and it's a loss of down, and we'll head to 4th down. So they call intentional grounding on Carson Beck. Jerry Magallanes is our referee, letting us know that. And so the ball will be marked back at the 30-yard line. Have to make sure you field this ball right here no matter what. It's short, come up and make sure you fair catch it, catch that ball, get you some good field position, feel like you're punting it to the wind. Dylan Joyce, honorable mention all ACC in 23. Rugby-style punt to the right, end over end kick. White calls for a fair catch at his own 20. That's a punt of 50 yards. 3rd punt of the season for 50 yards for Dylan Joyce, the junior out of Kyabram, Australia. And we have a timeout on the field. 7:25 remains in our first quarter, just underway. And what's going to be an exciting one here tonight under the lights in front of a sold-out Doak Campbell Stadium. We're back after this timeout.
No matter how busy life gets, your home is the place where your family and friends show you they care and celebrate with you. That's why the professionals at Barano Heating and Air Conditioning always make sure that your home is comfortable. Just like those who matter to you most, Barano will always be there for you. Schedule an appointment today at BaranoAC.com. That's BaranoAC.com.
AgPro has been family-owned and operated for over 64 years. We take pride in developing long-lasting relationships and offering first-class customer service. Need a new tractor, parts for your used equipment, or reliable service? AgPro has you covered. AgPro is here to serve you and your operation as your hometown dealer. Visit us today at any of our AgPro locations or go online to agproco.com to get started with your AgPro experience.
For the Florida State fan looking for more, a podcast for you. Listen to the Seminole Sports Network podcast every week as we tell the success stories of all things Florida State athletics. Hear from head coaches Mike Norvell, Luke Laux, Link Jarrett, and more. FSU AD Michael Alford updates us on all the happenings around Florida State athletics. And we'll talk with our great student athletes as well. The Seminole Sports Network podcast with a new episode every week. Find it on all podcast streaming platforms. The official podcast of FSU Athletics.
Built on 100 years of tradition, 10,000 players opt in each year for this one-of-a-kind experience. 1.5 million fans join them in person, while over 95 million fans watch the most interesting celebrations, from the mountains to the desert, the city to the beach, distributing over $100 million to the participating institutions and positively impacting communities across the country. This means something. This is bowl season, a celebration of college football.
Hey, those fans can't make it a dome. No worries. American Social is your official FSU watch party spot. From Boca to Fort Lauderdale, Miami to Tampa and Orlando, we've got crave-worthy food, drinks, and game day vibes to keep you shopping all season long. Check them out at AmericanSocialBar.com. Let's go back down the sidelines, and we talk with our very own Tom Block, DB.
The defensive whiteboard before the game, and right now it says, do your job with excellence, all caps, exclamation point. And I don't feel like they need to erase that after that series. Good start for the defense.
No doubt. Good start. What'd you like defensively, bar none, about how Florida State attacked Miami, especially in the trenches?
No, that's what I love. What they did in the trenches, they kept playing in Miami's backfield and being disruptive. And if you want to win this football game, you got to close down the running lane. I'm telling you, if we force Carson Beck to put the game on his shoulders, that's only going to bode well for us.
Those will have it. Middle of the field, 1st and 10 at our own 20-yard line. Moving left to right, north to south on Bobby Bowden Field. 80 degrees here on Saturday night. A little bit of wind, about 10 miles per hour, maybe gusting to 15 or so. Beautiful night for football here in Tallahassee. Make the handoff. Uh-oh, Tommy's in trouble. He's going to lose 5 yards. Man, they had that sniffed out. Bain, Mesidor, they had that one figured out there. Wow.
Yeah, they're really challenging us to go ahead and throw the ball down the field. They're playing man-to-man on the outside. We're going to have to win some man-to-man coverage with the tight end. I love the way Pittman is out there. Right now, Deuce is out getting some man-to-man coverage, and you got Boggs in the slot. So you got to hit one of these man-to-man coverages and exploit it.
Just to the left side, 2nd and 14 from the 16. Pittman in motion, hand off to Sawchuk. Has an alley, right side, 20, 25. Drilled at the 30 and brought down near the 32-yard line. Took a pop from Zachariah Poyser again, but move those chains for FSU, bar none.
Move the chains and keep that tempo going. You want to get this defensive line tired, get them running side to side all night.
1st and 10 from the 31. They give it again to Sawchuk. Not a whole lot doing there, as it was Mesidor who forced him to sort of retrack his route. Ahmad Moten is down. The defensive tackle out of Fort Lauderdale, he is hurt and is not moving in the middle of the field. So Moten injured, starting defensive tackle for Corey Heatherman's defense. Mario Cristobal fired Lance Guidry after the collapse last season. Hired Corey Heatherman away from Minnesota. And 4 of 5 coaches on the defensive staff were replaced after last year as well. Well, we got an injury timeout. They tend to Ahmad Moten. We'll take it as well. 6:24 remains in our first quarter. Florida State leading Miami 3-0. We're back after this timeout.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Brought to you by FDOT.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check if they're going for it on 4th down, before going to the concession stand.
Yeah, give me 3 hot dogs, 2 jumbo crisps. Touchdown, baby! What?
Hey, buddy, you want cheese with those?
Yeah, checking first is smart.
No.
So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
At ViStar Credit Union, we go the extra mile to bring Florida State fans better banking. Open a ViStar Plus checking account and unlock up to $570 in annual savings. Enjoy perks like getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit, identity and phone protection, and so much more. All for just $5.99 a month. To learn more, visit one of ViStar's local branches or visit ViStarCU.org. ViStar Credit Union, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Go Noles!
Hey, Noles fans, join us each and every Monday night from 7 to 8 p.m. live from Bowden's in Collegetown for Inside Seminole Football with the head coach Mike Norvell. Enjoy food and drinks at the FSU-themed bar and grill. Hear from the head coach, players, assistants, staff members, and more. Watch it on ABC 27, stream it on all Florida State platforms, and listen on the Seminole Sports Network from Legends. Join us each and every Monday night, 7 to 8 p.m., live from Bowden's in Collegetown for Inside Seminole Football with Mike Norvell.
You are listening to Florida State Football on the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Wolfson Children's Hospital.
Hey, Noles fans, some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Visit allstate.com or call a local agent for a quote that can save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Right now, the great Lee Corso, the Sunshine Scooter, is being honored on the field by Michael Alford, President Dr. Richard McCullough, his wife Jay Vardakar, the First Lady of Florida State University. A great highlight video put together by Seminole Productions and Unconquered Media, our FSU creative teams. And you're going to hear a roar from the crowd for an icon of college football.
Yes. You said it right, an icon.
1956 All-American, a Florida State Athletics Hall of Fame inductee in 1978. And they are honoring him with his old, look at that uniform bar now they wore in the 50s right there.
Yeah, man, we got a picture right now. We're looking up at Big Prince. He used to be the color guy. He had that same jersey on right now.
The long sleeves.
That Lee has out there, man. I love being a part of that. That was great having him on the pregame show earlier today. Me and Tom were out there. I think you got a chance to meet him before you got out of there. But, man, what an honor and a pleasure it is to meet a true icon, a true legend.
His family is here today as well. Moten was helped off, so we'll keep an eye on that. Starting defensive tackle. Danzy in motion left to right. Fake the jet sweep. Castellanos up the middle, and he's hit hard and brought down near the 35-yard line. Smacked good by David Blade Jr., big defensive tackle, now 3rd and medium. So we'll call it 3rd and 6 right here. Quick snap. Hand off, end around Danzy, flips it back to Castellanos, rolling right under pressure, throws on the run for Pittman, low and behind him, incomplete near side at the 35-yard line. The Canes didn't seem to be too fooled with that trickeration on the end around flea flicker throwback with Castellanos trying to throw the ball down the field to Randy Pittman Jr., Muhammad Toure on in coverage.
Yeah, I think those situations right there, you're going to have to back shoulder those throws. I thought we did a good job of that last week. When you have a receiver or a back, and there's a defender running stride for stride, you want to put that ball on his outside shoulder, just turns around and make a play on it.
Just the 5th punt of the year for Max Cimento. Good snap. Malachi Tony back deep, high end-over-end kick, and Tony calls for a fair catch at the 22-yard line. Great coverage there. A punt of 47 yards. And now the second possession for Carson back in the Miami offense. John Papuch is about Max Cimento. He doesn't have the biggest leg, but we ask him for the hang time. He can get the hang time. He doesn't have to punt at 65 yards if we can just flip the field on a 40 to 48-yard punt.
Yeah, if they can't return the ball, then you're doing your job right there. You're giving your coverage team enough time to get down there and cover it, not allow them to get any extra yards on the punt return.
5:41 left first quarter, 3-0 Florida State leading Miami. They're really working this trips cluster look to the right side. You've got Alex Bauman, the 2-lane transfer, tight end left. Fletcher to the right, a back in the gun. 1st and 10 for the 21. Fake the handoff out in the flat, caught. Malachi Tony. What a great job out there by Jerry Wilson. I mean, he smacked Keelan Marion, knocked him back, and then made the tackle of Tony on a short gain.
That is the way you fight through a block right there. The defensive back would not be denied. got the wide receiver out of the way, went and attacked him, made sure he didn't give up the outside. He kept his outside position, then let the receiver get outside. Great play.
Earl Little Jr. helping as well. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7 from the 24-yard line. 3-0 Florida State. 5-10 and counting first quarter. Mark Fletcher Jr., the back in the backfield. They hand it off, running left side, has an alley. 25 to the 30, spinning forward, falling forward to the 34. Gain of 10 for Mark Fletcher Jr. Stephon Thompson in there and made the tackle.
Yeah, that's just a situation where they ran where we ain't. We didn't have enough players on that side of the field. We've been going with an 8-man in the box look, and right now we went away from that. We got to go back. 1st and 10 from the 34. Beck fakes the handoff, has time. Home run ball, flag thrown down the field, has a man caught at the 20-yard line. Big gainer to C.J. Daniels, the 6-year player out of LSU, transfer. But what's the penalty? See a flag on the field. What is that?
Flag in the middle of the field.
Holding. Defense. The penalty is declined.
Not good.
Result of the play. First down.
Big gain. Gain of 47. Back to C.J. Daniels. That would be a season-long reception for the young man out of Lilburn, Georgia.
Yeah, right there. The safety is just too late getting over. Right there, Jerry Wilson tries to do a spin back. He spins outside and tries to catch back up inside, but there's no safety over the top. And you got to make sure if you're the safety and you're supposed to be over the top, you're in the position that you're supposed to be in.
1st and 10 from the 19. Shamar Brown, the North Dakota State transfer, is in the game for the first time. He and Fletcher split backs with Beck in the gun. 2 receivers left, Bauman tight end to the left side. They give it, Fletcher up the gut, 15-yard line, lower in the shoulder. He had Thompson and Graham in there to bring him down at the 14 after a gain of 5.
Have to make sure you shut down those running lanes. That's kind of what we saw last week at Virginia, letting them get first down, get 5 yards or more than 2 or 3 yards on first down. It just opens up the offense. They have a wide open playbook.
2nd and 5. 4 minutes left first quarter. 3-0 Florida State, but Miami on the move here.
Got to go back to that 8-man in the box and trust that the cornerbacks can play man-to-man. They tried that on the play before, got a big play, but you still got to get challenged.
Split backs, Fletcher and Brown. Tony motions wing to the left side. Beck in the gun. Beck, the give to Marty Brown. Stop, starts again, and falls forward near the 10. Close to the line to gain, but just short by a half yard, and now it's 3rd down coming.
Well, you know what Miami wants to do. They want to try to establish the running game. They're going to keep running the ball. But what you also have to watch out for down here is you're getting too excited. You're trying to get to the ball, and you get a play action and leave somebody wide open in the flats. Bootleg.
3rd and less than a yard here. Right hash going in near the 10-yard line. You got 2 tight ends in the set. Seo Olafaitoli is in the ball game, tight end to the right, a backup offensive lineman for extra blockers. Beck under center. Hand off to Fletcher. He's going to be close. He was ripped back late by Joseph and others right at the 10. It depends on the spot. We have not seen anything yet. No, he's not going to get there. He's short by a yard. Not going to get there. 4th down, they're going to go for it here.
And again, this is one of those situations where the defensive line has to get pressure. You're going to get some man-to-man coverage out there. You have to make sure don't let anybody slip into the flats or slip behind you. You got to trust that those 8 in the front are going to do those jobs. Those defensive backs have to be very aware of the flats in the corners in the end zone.
Luka Gilbert now in. 2 tight ends to the left side. I formation, Beck under center. They give it to Fletcher running right, churning the legs, pushing the pile forward. I think he got it. Yep. Needed 1. It looks like he got 1.5 and a first down.
Yeah, really tough to stop them, which inches to go right there. You're getting some push up there. And the thing now that you can do back then is your teammates can help push you a little bit more, can push them everywhere, pull you. So a little bit different game up there. Got to make sure you're turning those legs and stopping them from pushing you back.
Jaden Jones checks in at defensive end for Darrell Desir. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Brown the lone back in the backfield. They fake the stretch play, rolling left. Beck throws it towards the end zone. Caught at the 5-yard line and tackled immediately was Alex Bauman. And the tackle made by Shaheem Brown coming up. No Ashlyn Barker tonight. He's out. So we'll see more of Shah here this evening.
Yep, he has to make sure he's there. He's ready to make plays in there, and a good job right there making that play. Didn't get caught with his eyes in the backfield looking at the play action, kept his eyes on his man.
Ninth play of the drive, 2nd and goal from the 4 as we approach 1 minute left first quarter, 3-0 Florida State. You got Marion wide left, Daniels wide to the right, Brown to the right, a Beck in the gun. Arroyo wing to the left side. Beck fakes the handoff, throws it over the middle, caught, touchdown. Slant route.
Way too easy right there.
That's C.J. Daniels for a score, his 4th of the season.
It looks like some miscommunication right there. You have the safety again trying to come up, and he just threw the ball where there was no coverage. The safety comes on the blitz, and there's nobody to come down on the slant. The corner stays outside, and the other safety didn't come back to the middle of the field.
9-play, 79-yard drive, 4:51 off the clock, and Miami retakes the lead. With 50 seconds left in our first quarter, Carter Davis, the FAU transfer, will boot the extra point through the pipes. It's up and good. And so Miami has retaken the lead. Third-ranked Canes, now with a 7-3 advantage. Carson Beck early, 6 of 7 for 68 yards. As Mark Fletcher Jr., 6 carries for 20 yards. The big play was the home run ball down the field to C.J. Daniels for 47 yards. He then ends up being rewarded on a quick slant over the middle on a short touchdown pass. And for Carson Beck, that is touchdown pass number 8 of the season, number 66 of his career. And coming in, Beck with 8,884 career passing yards, second most amongst active FBS quarterbacks in the country, behind E.J. Warner, who's at Fresno State now.
Have to make sure you know where everybody is and you communicating back there. And that secondary right there was just way too easy. The safety, if he kept his eyes on the quarterback, that ball will lead him to where he needs to be in position. Come down and make the play on the run. Wasn't in position to make that play on the slant.
Davis will kick off for the second time tonight. Right to left. Singleton and Lucas back deep. That one is going to get through the end zone. No issues. Another touchback. So it's Castellanos and company back out for this Florida State offense. Final 50 seconds of our first quarter. Miami leading Florida State 7-3. A scoring drive. Did get a first down on drive number 2, but ultimately had to punt the ball back to the Canes. And looks like Usman Croma's going to be his back in the backfield here.
Got to get aggressive and start going down the field. If you see Miami, they're basically stacking the box. They're making sure they put enough people in the box to stack the run, and they're trusting that their defensive backs are going to be able to play good man-to-man coverage on our wide receivers. We're going to have to start winning man-to-man coverage.
The Knowles shift, empty backfield. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Now Pittman motions right to left, trips to the left side, whistles, and was there movement?
Full start offense, number 51.
That's the center, Luke Pettibone. Maybe a snap infraction there by the usually reliable Luke Pettibone. Remington Award watch list, and he's going to be dinged right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's the leader of your offense right there on the offensive line. You want to make sure he's playing solid right there. Can't give up free yardage.
So back us up to the 20-yard line, 1st and 15. Pittman in motion, left to right. Fake the handoff out to Randy out in the flat. Pittman lowers his shoulder, and the Canes were there. Flying around, making the play. Keontae Scott, the Auburn transfer, came up, along with Raul Aguirre in there as well.
Yeah, I think it's one of those situations where we're doing a lot of sideline plays, and we're going to have to attack upfield. I mean, they have just as much speed as we do out there defensively to be able to match with our offense, so we're going to have to start attacking them vertically like they're attacking us.
2nd and 13 from the 22. Trips to the right side, rather to the left side, excuse me. Pittman wide to the right. Tommy to throw. Steps up. He's going to be grabbed by David Blay and then tackled from behind by Scott at the 24-yard line. And the final seconds are going to tick off unless we get a playoff here quickly on 3rd and 11 at our own 24. Nope. Clock hit 0, and our first quarter is in the books.
This is the end of
the
the first
Knowles jumped out on top first, but the Canes answered. End of 1 here at Dope. Miami leading Florida State 7-3. We're back after this timeout.
What's Here is a place that generations have trusted to help their kids grow up healthy and strong. What's Here are caregivers with knowledge and expertise rivaling any children's hospital in the world. What's here is a Level 1 pediatric trauma center for critical, life-saving care. What's here is Wolfson Children's Hospital with the technology, research, and dedication to save and change countless young lives. Wolfson Children's, always here. Visit wolfsonchildrens.com.
Hey fellow Floridians, it's Ben.
And Brianna Smith. We are foodies who love sharing recipes online.
And trying new cooking techniques on our new natural gas stove.
He loves his precise temperature control on the heat.
Yeah, I also love saving money and using less energy.
Oh, watch that flame.
So, who loves to be in control?
Now earn up to a $300 cashback rebate for installing a new energy-efficient natural gas range or stovetop. To learn more, go to peoplesgas.com/rebates.
Behind the scenes of Seminole Athletics, there is a community of supporters who pledge their personal resources to provide all teams with the greatest opportunity for success. That community is Seminole Boosters. Seminole Boosters is the largest source of funding for Florida State athletics and serves as the difference maker for our athletic program. You can join the team behind the team for only $5 per month. Learn more or join today at SeminoleBoosters.com. That's SeminoleBoosters.com.
Hey Noles fans, show your team spirit with the Noles Pass Toll Sticker or the new Noles Pass Uni. Enjoy nonstop toll travel throughout Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina, or travel even farther with the 19-state Noles Pass Uni. Plus, you can score volume toll savings. Find out why Noles Pass is your best play to save on tolls and time at GetNolePass.com. That's GetNolePass.com. Noles Pass. It's how Noles do tolls. A product of ePass owned and operated by the Central Florida Expressway Authority.
You are listening to Florida State football on the Seminole Sports Network and the FSU Game Day app.
Passionate fans and an ice cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. Well, the big score in the ACC today, back-to-back overtime victories. For now, number 24 ranked Virginia, they take down Louisville 30-27 on the road. Now a perfect 3-0 in ACC play. Fellas, when I send it back to you, bar none, you've been mentioning it, trying to take the vertical shot where you look at it. You got 13 attempts on the ground, only 4 in the air. Feels like we're setting it up to see one of those deep shots soon.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I mean, we have to start attacking vertically. Like I said, we're going sideline to sideline right now, and they just have too much team speed defensively to have success on those plays. If you're going to go sideline to sideline, it has to be some type of mixed direction. Have to make sure we keep doing those reverses, make them chase the play, and then go back the other way. But other than that, let's attack.
Hey, college football fans, I know you do anything for a win and an ice-cold Bud Light, because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. In tonight's game versus Miami, that's presented by Florida Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Start of our second quarter, in Miami with a 7-3 advantage. Florida State jumped out first, 3-0 on the opening drive. And the Noles, unfortunately, with a snap infraction on the first play of this drive. We started behind the chains, and we'll have it 3rd and 11 at our own 24-yard line, moving right to left.
No free yardage in the game like this.
Yep.
No free yardage at all. You can't give your opponent 5 extra yards or 10 extra yards, even 15, by making a mistake. Got to get it done.
White, McCoy, Robinson to the left side. Pittman tight end to the right. Welcome back, Roydell Williams. Missed a month, hurting that Alabama game. Back for his first action. 3rd and 11, right middle of the 24-yard line. Kane showing pressure. Castellanos over the middle, caught Pittman 30. Lowers the shoulder. Does he have the first down? I think he does. Out to the 35-yard line. Yes, move those chains for FSU. Another Florida State first down, powered by Dale Earnhardt Jr. Chevrolet.
Block called it down in pregame. We was talking about the tight end and how the tight end has always been big for Miami in these games. Love to see that right there from Pittman, the tight end being big for us.
Williams, the back, still out there. Redshirt senior out of Hueytown, Alabama. Pittman motions left to right. The give to Roydell. Runs into a brick wall and then is smothered up by Reuben Bain for no gain. Miami won the stalemate there, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, and we attacked last week in the middle of the interior. Really, you're going into the teeth of the defense, running in between the guards in there, so your guards in center really have to get pushed off the ball. You can't do that. You have to make sure you get outside, try to break their contain to pick up yardage in the run game.
2nd and 10. Jalen Lucas in the pistol, Castellanos in the gun. They fake the handoff. Tommy under pressure, set up the screen, caught. Lucas dropped it, incomplete. He was hit near sideline as we could not get out in front of Jacoby Thomas, the Tennessee transfer, a teammate of Jason Jenkins and Squirrel White, and third down.
Yeah, again, they just beat us to the punch right there, trying to get the ball, do a little bit of insurrection and get the ball to one of your playmakers. They were there and they sniffed it out.
3rd and 10 from the 35-yard line. 2 receivers left and right. Sawchuk to the right of Castellanos in the gun. 7-3 Miami, just underway in our second quarter. Kane showing pressure. Oh, he moved. Yes, there's movement. Bain got a little itchy to get across that line.
Offside, defense, number 4. 5-yard penalty, third down.
He's the top-graded Power 4 defensive lineman, according to Pro Football Focus, and a potential top 10 pick next year in the NFL draft. That time, a little too quick.
A little anxious right there, trying to get the get off right there.
We'll take that, cuts it down to 3rd and 5. Ball middle of the field, 40-yard line. Need a receiver to make a play here. We've not called Deuce Robinson's name out yet. Need to get him going. 2 receivers left and right stacked on top of each other. Sawchuk to the left of Castellanos in the gun. Tommy going to throw it. Late delay blitz coming. Corner route. Deuce ask, and you shall receive. Out of bounds to the 42-yard line. Move those chains for FSU. He beat Xavier Lucas to that far sideline.
Hey, one of the keys to the game is receivers. You have to give the quarterback a big target, and that time he runs a beautiful corner route, gets separation from the DB, and picks up the first down.
Gain of 18, 1st and 10 from the 42. They hand it off. Here's Sawchuk running left, tackle from behind for a gain of maybe a yard by Jacoby Thomas. They really like the changes they made to their secondary. That was a huge issue at the end of the year, caused them to lose those last 2 games, and they feel like they've improved it.
Yeah, they've changed some in the secondary, and like you said, they would have 5 new defensive coaches on that side of the ball trying to get it done for them. So they made some changes coaching-wise and player-wise trying to fix it.
2nd and 9 from the 42 of Miami. 7-3 Miami. 2 minutes into our second quarter. Lucas in motion left to right. End around Danzy. Danzy skips a tackle. Gets away from the defensive end. Danzy is hit out of bounds near side after a gain of maybe a couple of yards. But that play was tough as Justin Scott, the defensive lineman, came through and blew that play up and kind of got it off course.
Yeah, again, I think that this suggests they have too much team speed defensively to run sideline to sideline. I'd love to see Mekhi Danzy attack him downfield with that speed.
3rd and 10 from the 43. Marquiston Douglas lines up wing to the right side. Castellanos rolling right, looking to throw. Tommy stepping up, he's going to run. Tommy then slips and falls down at the 41-yard line. And Castellanos trying to take advantage of the play with his legs, but man, you're really seeing that Miami speed take that away when you feel like you have an opening.
Yeah, I mean, they're really being able to close from the linebacker position. He's able to get past that first initial defensive line, that pressure, but the linebackers and safeties are doing a good job of coming up and meeting them, trying to run the football.
4th down. Knowles this year 8 of 11 on 4th downs. Miami only has allowed 3 4th down conversions on 9 tries. 4th down and 8 at the 41, line to gains at 33. 2 receivers left and right. Sawchuk to the left of Castellanos in the gun. Miami showing pressure. And now whistles, and Mike Norvell is going to use his 2nd time out of the first half as the play clock was at 0.
Timeout, Florida State. Their 2nd timeout of the half. Full media timeout.
They will take it as well. A big early 4th down in our first half. 11:45 remains second quarter. Miami leading Florida State 7-3. We're back after this timeout.
Seminole fans, it's time to cheer for our healthcare partner for life, Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare. Serving 21 counties across North Florida and South Georgia, TMH provides cutting-edge, life-saving medical care for the Big Bend region. TMH is setting new standards for medical excellence, driving research and innovation to bring the best care to our region. TMH is your lifelong partner in health.
Hey, Noles fans, join us each and every Monday night from 7 to 8 p.m. live from Bowdenson College Town for Inside Seminole Football with the head coach Mike Norvell. Enjoy food and drinks at the FSU themed bar and grill Hear from the head coach, players, assistants, staff members, and more. Watch it on ABC 27, stream it on all Florida State platforms, and listen on the Seminole Sports Network from Legends. Join us each and every Monday night, 7 to 8 p.m., live from Bowdens in Collegetown for Inside Seminole Football with Mike Norvell.
Carver's is the place for all your high-volume commercial business needs. From tablecloths to corporate clothing, we specialize in bulk orders of 300 pieces or more. This is why the Knowles have partnered with Carver's Discount Cleaners. Our team of trained professionals will get the job done right. Contact us at midtowndrycleaning@gmail.com or stop in for a visit at our Midtown location, 1215 North Monroe Street. Carver's Cleaners, mean on stains, green on earth.
RJ Young is no longer just your office copier supplier. We are now helping you create the modern office. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, and managed IT and AV technology for your organization. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you more through bundling services, and our U.S.-based specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the highest degree of personalization. Schedule your free consultation now at rjyoung.com/FSU. We are live inside the Renewal by Anderson broadcast booth. Renewal by Anderson Windows and Doors, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Our energy-efficient Acclaim Impact windows and doors withstand Florida's harshest weather. Contact Renewal by Anderson today or visit bestwindowsflorida.com. Go Knowles, license number CGC 1527613. Jared First being honored. Knowles in the pros by the Florida State crowd. Look at that.
True warrior right there, man. True warrior right there. Beast on the field.
Yeah. NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year last season for the Rams. And he and Braden Fisk are doing great things.
Tearing it up just like they tore it up right here in Tallahassee.
Yep. Absolutely. All right, we are going to go for it. It looked like we might punt it as Cimento was getting loose, and Mike Norvell is going to bring the offense back out. So it's 4th and 8 at the Miami 41-yard line. 7-3 Miami, 11:45 left until halftime. Two receivers left and right. Sawchuk to the right of Castellanos in the gun. Tommy looks to the sideline. Quick snap, trying to catch him off guard. Castellanos steps up, throws it down the middle for Pittman, picked off. Intercepted at the 15-yard line, being run back far sideline, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 midfield. They're going to be knocked out of bounds. Bryce Fitzgerald with a team-high 3 interceptions. Tommy had Pittman in the middle of the field, but he put too much air under it, and Fitzgerald has his 3rd pick of the year.
Yeah, just took too long to find the receiver. Pittman was open the whole time. He just didn't recognize it, and by the time he took his eyes back to Pittman, the safety was right there reading his eyes. So right now he's looking Pittman down. You see Pittman in the slot, and right now he's probably going to be ready initial right there. That ball should have came out and zipped that ball, and it should have been thrown more on the hash right up the field, but he threw it inside on these big plays, and they're the safety.
American Heritage High School, the freshman who just turned 18 last month, just a couple of weeks ago. He reclassified, technically should be a high school senior.
Then you look at that again, it's Earl Little in the middle. He's coming up trying to stop the run, but when Fletcher pitches the ball back, he's out of position. He can't get back there to be on top of that play, and Edwin Joseph doesn't get over the top either. So both safeties right there, eyes in the backfield, letting somebody get behind him, couldn't get it done.
Miami takes advantage, and the Canes have the momentum here right now. 11:25 left in our first half. Miami leading 14-3. We're back after this timeout.
Florida Blue presents game-changing health solutions. Did you know you can relieve stress by doing yoga at a Florida Blue center? And exhale. Treating yourself to Florida Blue discounts. Seeing a chiropractor covered by Florida Blue. Having your own Florida Blue health consultant.
Welcome.
Or cheering on your team right now. Discover more game-changing health solutions at FloridaBlue.com. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
At ViStar Credit Union, we go the extra mile to bring Florida State fans better banking. Open a ViStar Plus checking account and unlock up to $570 in annual savings. Enjoy perks like getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit, identity and phone protection, and so much more. all for just $5.99 a month. To learn more, visit one of ViStar's local branches or visit ViStarCU.org. ViStar Credit Union, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Go Noles!
AgPro has been family-owned and operated for over 64 years. We take pride in developing long-lasting relationships and offering first-class customer service. Need a new tractor, parts for your used equipment, or reliable service? AgPro has you covered. AgPro is here to serve you and your operation as your hometown dealer. Visit us today at any of our AgPro locations or go online to agproco.com to get started with your AgPro experience.
Hey, college football fans, I know you do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Florida State football on the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Wolfson Children's Hospital.
Hey, Seminole fans, it's always a great feeling seeing a fellow Nole on the road. Show your spirit with a Florida State University specialty license plate. Visit your local tax collector's office and get yours today with a $25 rebate for first-time buyers. Let's pave the street with garnet and gold. Go Noles. Down the sidelines with Tom Block, TB. The visitors have gained some of that momentum here in the first half.
Yeah, not the start we wanted. A different set of issues than a week ago. But remember, it was about this point in the ball game last week. Florida State was down 14-zip and 21 points in about 4.5 minutes. So it can turn, especially with the home crowd here. But very important drive here. We got to find a way to get upfield, stay in front of the chains here offensively.
Carson Beck, 7 of 8 for 112 yards and 2 touchdown passes. Now is 9 on the season. They take that Castellanos pick and turn it quickly into points. And Miami has scored 14 unanswered, leading Florida State 14-3. A little bit of a breezy Tallahassee Saturday night in front of a sold-out crowd under the lights. As I say that, the ball blows off the tee.
Well, I was talking about it, JC, and I was talking about keys to the game, and then the keys to the game being able to eliminate the big play, and they've had 2 huge plays, one for a touchdown and one that set up a touchdown.
Yeah, you got to stay away from them. And Malachi Toney and C.J. Daniels, 2 newcomers, have made the Noles pay. Carter Davis with the boot over the head of Lucas through the end zone. That's another touchback by Davis. So, 14 unanswered by the Canes. All right, what do you want to see from Gus Malzahn and this offense here right now? After a solid first drive, the Noles have kind of hit the skids a little bit offensively.
Well, in the running game, I'd like to see us get outside the tackle box. I know we want to give those defensive ends a lot of respect, but I think we're going to be successful. We can't run into the teeth of the defense. We have to get outside the tackles. And then we got to start attacking upfield. We got to stop going side to side. They have too much defensive speed, team speed to do that.
And the Noles shift. Now it's an empty backfield. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Pittman motions to the left side, right to left. Trips to the near side. Castellanos, quick throw, caught. Chroma has blockers. Ousmane at the 30 and flung down near the 34-yard line. Nice job there. Ousmane Chroma tackled by Mohamed Toure.
And I think that's going to be all night. I talked about the running backs being big out of the backfield, catching the ball big out of the big backfield, and I think that'll be huge.
Gain of 9, the give to Chroma, bouncing off of tacklers, tackled from behind by Ruben Bain. After a gain of about 4, move those chains for FSU. Another Florida State first down, powered by Dale Earnhardt Jr. Chevrolet.
Yeah, big nifty, man, and he gets yards. He falls forward and get yards, but I love to see him turn those legs more at contact. Seems like he still want to go a little bit side to side and use that niftiness, but he's a big back. Just go ahead and push through the defender.
Left hash, 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Danzy in motion, left to right, pop past Mackay. He's being ripped down from behind. Yep, by Bain. Flags fly. That's a horse collar penalty on big number 4. Can't do that.
At all.
Personal foul, horse collar tackle, defense, number 4.
Yep.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That is a textbook horse collar. He ripped him down from inside the shoulder pads above that Danzy nameplate.
Not even close, not even a close call to make.
That's the 2nd penalty tonight on Bain. As caught offsides earlier. That moves us into Miami territory. trailing 14-3, 10:34 left, second quarter. Gonna get a little life here, get some points on the board. Got Robinson and Pittman to the left side. Two receivers, McCoy and Boggs to the right. Croma to the right of Castellanos in the gun. First and 10 at the Miami 47, trailing 14-3. Pittman motions wing to the left side. Castellanos, hand off to Croma. Bounces to the right side. Nifty, making moves. Tackled near the 42-yard line by Keontae Scott. Let's go down the sidelines with Tom Block, TV.
Hey, Micah Pettis just walked under his own power into the locker room, but that means Florida State has had to shuffle the deck up front with Rizzi out there now.
So you got Medley moving to right tackle. Rizzi's at right guard. So keep an eye on that. Micah Pettis not in the ball game at that right tackle spot. Danzy in motion left to right. Fake the jet sweep. Castellanos is under pressure. Gets away from Bain. Tommy on the run, 40. Tommy out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Gain of about 6 yards. Is it enough? Yes, they're going to move those chains. Another Florida State first down, powered by Dale Earnhardt Jr. Chevrolet. Scott chased him out of bounds.
And it looks like to me the design quarterback runs are not going to work. It's going to be those improvised quarterback runs.
First and 10 from the 37. Rolling to the right, throwing back to the left. Pittman can't grab it. Threw his hands on the near side. I don't think he would have gotten anything, quite honestly, if he did, as that was blown up by Mesidor. And a flag on the play. Where are we downfield? Oh boy, it's on Florida State.
Personal foul, what is that?
They call it a personal foul. I wonder if there's some form of an illegal block. That is not good. It's going to back us up 15. Jerry Magellanes, we're waiting for the call.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense, number 64. 15-yard penalty, replay first down.
That's on Rizzi.
Yeah,
What's the call?
Well, what happened was he fell on the ground, and then Rizzi went and jumped on him as he was on the ground and kind of mushed him in the ground. So it was kind of like a defensive player on the ground, and Rizzi went and attacked him.
Wow. I thought they were taught to do that, but that hurts because now it's first and 25 back at our own 48. Pittman in motion right to left. We hand it off to Sawchuk, who's going to be grabbed and tackled at midfield by Ruben Bain.
Yeah, that right there has not worked for us in 2 weeks, trying to attack right there in the teeth of the defense. We have to make sure that we try to run some plays to get outside to keep them, just to keep them honest.
Teray and Blay in there as well. Gain of maybe a yard. Give him 2. Second and 23 right at midfield. Left hash. Right underneath that iconic Seminole head logo. Empty backfield. Castellanos quick throw near side. Lucas, and Lucas is tripped up from behind by Keontae Scott after a short gainer. We're trying to get the ball to the outside, but man, Miami is playing solid defense out along the edge right now.
Yeah, side-to-side offense is not working right now. Again, we have to do more attacking upfield. I know field position kind of puts you in a little bomber of what you want to run on offense, but you still have to make sure you get down the field, hit those intermediate routes, give what Miami is, take whatever Miami is giving you.
Two receivers left and right. Croma off to the left of Castellanos in the gun on 3rd and 21 at the Miami 48. Tommy going to throw, setting up a screen. Now he's going to run. Castellanos to the 45. Tackle near the 44-yard line. Ripped down by Poyser after a gain of 4 yards, and Mike Norvell is going to punt the football away and play field position.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, you just set yourself up right there for failure, getting that 15-yard penalty. It's already tough enough to get yardage, and you can't give your opponent 3 yards.
Yeah, we're hurting ourselves with those. Mike Norvell pleading with Jacob Rizzi to be smarter. We've had a snap infraction, backed us up 5, and that unnecessary roughness penalty on Rizzi. Here's Shimento to punt it to Malachi Tony. Mack taking his time. High end-over-end kick. Tony on his knees calls for a fair catch at the 14-yard line. And that's where the Miami offense will come out. They've scored 14 unanswered. They lead Florida State 14-3. 7:37 left until halftime. We'll take a timeout. We're back after this break.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, Crisp, refreshing, that hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
Renewal by Andersen Windows and Doors, proud partner of the Knolls. Like the Knolls, we value strength, performance, and durability. Our energy-efficient Acclaim Impact windows and doors withstand Florida's harshest weather. Built with advanced technology, they offer superior protection and longevity. Enhance your home with a team you can trust. Contact Renewal by Andersen today or visit bestwindowsgulfcoast.com. Go Knolls! License number CGC 1527613.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Hey, fellow Floridians.
We're the Wobbles. We're retirees with 5 grandkids.
And huge fans of natural gas. When the kiddos visit from Ohio, we go through towels like pool water. That's why we love our natural gas dryer. It dries in a jiff.
So we use less energy and save money, too.
Yep.
Now earn up to a $300 cashback rebate when you install a new energy-efficient natural gas dryer. To learn more, go to peoplesgas.com/rebates.
You are listening to Florida State Football on the Seminole Sports Network and the FSU Game Day app.
They join us each and every Monday night, 7 to 8 p.m., live from Bowdens in College Town for Inside Seminole Football with Mike Norvell. Enjoy food and drinks at the FSU-themed bar and grill. Hear from the head coach, players, assistants, and more. You can watch it re-air Tuesday night, 7 p.m., ABC 27. Stream it live on the Florida State Facebook, football Facebook, and Twitter pages, the Seminoles YouTube page, and the Seminoles on Concord app, and of course, listen all across the Seminole Sports Network as well. Barno, this is a big drive right here for the Florida State defense. We have got to keep points off the board.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing is not to give up the big play. I mean, we've given up 2 big plays on their scoring drives, one for the touchdown, like I said, and then the other one set it up. So we have to make sure we stay stout out there.
Jordan Lyle, the back in the backfield. He's playing for the first time since the Notre Dame game. And they'll give it off to him, sweeping left side. A blocker, Cooper out in front. KJ Kirkland said, no, sir. I think that's a TFL. Kirkland, the Jacksonville native, tracking him down.
Well, the same thing is it goes from Miami, too. We have too fast of a defense to go sideline to sideline. What they've been able to do successful is hit us in the mouth and get up the middle. We have to make sure we shut down those running lanes in the middle, but a great job getting out there, keeping it contained, keeping the running back from making a big play.
That's just the 9th TFL allowed by the Miami first-team offense this year. 2nd down and 11 from the 13-yard line. Malachi Tony slot to the right side. Beck to throw. Beck, clean pocket, pumping, has all day. Out in the flat, caught by Lyle, 15, and spinning off a tackle near the 20 is Jordan Lyle. Jabril Rawls came up and hit him first. Lyle's 3rd catch of the year.
Got to be able to make that tackle. The first contact has to make the tackle. That's another 3 yards he was able to pick up by spinning out of that tackle. And way too much time for Beck to be sitting back there in the pocket. He was able to go through his entire progression, get back to the backside of the field to make that play.
James Williams checks in at defensive end. 3rd and 2 from the 22. 2 receivers left. You've got double wing set. Trips cluster to the right side. Empty backfield. 3rd and 2 and movement. That's a big one on 3rd and short. Flags thrown.
Full start offense, number 73. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
That's on Inez Cooper, 2-time All-ACC performer. They really like their offensive line, bar none. They feel like it's their best line of scrimmage since their national championship season back in 01.
Yeah, they definitely love what they got going on up front right here. I think you have to look at what Virginia did last week. They're able to sit down in the zone, or they're able to run the crossing routes on plays like this. This is where you have to make sure you force and get pressure on the quarterback to force him to throw that ball earlier than he wants to.
Left hash, 3rd and 7 from the 17-yard line. 14-3 Miami, 5:55 and counting left, 2nd quarter. Beck is going to run it. Beck not known for his legs. He's going to be drilled at the 20-yard line. by Earl Little Jr. and Blake Nicholson, and that is a big defensive stand here in this second quarter for Tony White's group.
Huge, and that's what I'm talking about. If you don't give Carson Beck just the opportunity to just lob the ball up and hope one of his receivers make a play for him, I don't think he's confident to stand in the pocket and find the right receiver and make a precision throw. So that's why I think we'll have opportunities for interceptions if we'll eliminate the big play.
Yeah, you got to hit him, no question about it. So it's Dylan Joyce back to punt it away. Squirrel White at his own 35-yard line. Here's the boot, and not great. Far sideline, where are they going to mark this one at? They're still running towards midfield, still going right at the 50-yard line. Dylan Joyce, bar none, that looked like my drive on 17 yesterday. Not good, only a punt of 29 yards right there.
Definitely Shankopotamus on that one.
We'll take it. Great field position here for Tommy Castellanos in this Florida State offense. 5:10 left, second quarter, and Miami with a 14-3 lead. By the way, they did win the toss into first, so they get the ball to start the second half.
Important drive right here by this offense. Got to get points on the board, preferably 7.
Yep. Chroma, the back in the backfield. He's off to the right of Castellanos in the gun. 3 receivers, trips to the left side. Robinson, wide to the right. Pittman in motion, left to right. Here's the give to Chroma, looking for room, trying to cut to the outside. Loses it. He fumbled, and Miami's got it. Fumbled.
And he's too young to be playing in this game. Where's Wardell Williams? Where are my running backs that have had experience playing right now? You're putting a lot of pressure on this kid. I love Cromer, but you got to make sure in this situation you have somebody experienced to carry the football. It's too big, and so we just stopped him. That's too big of a play to give up the ball right there.
The Saint knocked it free. His second forced fumble of the season. Keontae Scott recovered it. And, man, just when you started to think that you're feeling good, you cough it up. Poyser got his hand in there as well. That hurts. And again, we're shooting ourselves in the foot.
Hurts bad right there. And
can't do that against good teams. Yep. Can't do that against good teams. The freshman coughs it up. And the Noles now have turned it over twice tonight. A Castellanos pick that led to a touchdown, and now a Chroma fumble.
And I like the niffiness, man, but he's a big running back. You got to put those shoulder pads down. Make sure you have 2 hands in the thicket protecting that football.
Jordan Lyle, the back in the backfield. First and 10 from the 46-yard line for Carson Beck and company. Beck to hand it off to Lyle. Trying to get around the edge. Nothing there. Maybe a gain of 2 yards before Thompson came up and put a hit on him. Gain of 2, and I'll bring up second and 8. Before we continue on, let us pause. 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Seminole Football from Legends Global. Jeff Culhane, William Barn-Unfloyd, Tom Block, Chris Culp, Andy Surratt, Jack Cavavit, our entire Seminole Sports Network team. Second and 8 from the 48. Beck will throw. Beck, flag thrown, looking, has time, open out in the flat, caught Tony, 45, making a man miss, 40, 35, 30, breaks another tackle, 20, 15, 10, and he's near the end zone. Is he in? Yes. Touchdown, but there's a flag on the play.
Well, they let that play go, and usually when they let it go, you think it'll go against the offense, but I see Norvell telling everybody to come back like he thinks this is going to be going against Miami.
It was thrown on the snap.
Illegal motion.
Yep.
Offense. Number 0 is going forward with the snap. 5-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Ooh. That was a 52-yard touchdown taken off the board, but Keelan Marion, the UConn and BYU transfer, was not quite set, and that brings it back.
And we only have 3 rushing right now. We have to get more pressure on the quarterback. We're not sending anybody from the secondary. We're not sending any linebackers. You just basically got three defensive linemen trying to get back there and put pressure with 5 guys blocking them. You have to put more guys in position to make plays and put that pressure on the quarterback.
14-3 Miami, 4:08 left until halftime. Second and 13 Canes at their own 43-yard line, right hash. Empty backfield, trips left to receivers right. Lyle orbit motion, right to left. Beck looking left, throws it, flips it over the middle for Arroyo, the tight end, caught, then smacked, still on his feet. 45, 46, 47, out near the 48. And, man, we were hitting the big fella, Elijah Lofton, I should say, Lofton. But, man, that's a big boy running around out there.
Yeah, and that's where you have to make sure you get on them. You have to hit a guy like that below the knee. You have to make sure you wrap him up and get him tied up below the knee. Keep letting the big guy turn his legs like that. Has leverage up top. It's going to keep pushing the pile.
So you approach 3:30 and counting second quarter. 14-3 Miami. 3rd and 9, Canes at their own 47-yard line on the right hash. Empty backfield again. Got two receivers, left and right. Lofton tight end to the left side. Back looking to throw. Twist up front. Back hit as he throws. It's incomplete. There we go. That time we got to him. Mandrell Desir flying through at a Norland High in Miami. Happy belated birthday to Mandrell and Daryl. The Desir twins turned 19 yesterday. You got to love that for a little birthday gift.
Happy birthday. Way to ball out. Keep going all game long. You'll remember this one for the rest of your life.
So,
and you just see, do you see Beck? He's just fall. He doesn't want to take that. He's trying to fall out of there. He doesn't want to take that hit. He's not going to stand in the pocket. And that's what I'm saying. We have to continue to put pressure on him. We have to get in his face. If he sits back there and he can go across the whole field and read the whole field, then it's going to be trouble.
Yep. Nice job by the youngster Desir, Mandrell. Coming up and smacking him. Squirrel White back at his own 10-yard line. Here's Dylan Joyce off of a 29-yard punt previously. Good snap. Rugby style to the right. Joyce kicks that away from White far side. Hits at the 7 and checks back at the 9-yard line. There you go. So back to that 9-yard line. A punt of 43. Will flip the field and back up this Florida State offense with 3:06 remaining until halftime. Miami leading 14-3. The Canes have all 3 timeouts. Florida State with 1 timeout. There is, of course, that 2-minute timeout yet as well here in this quarter.
Got to make sure you keep attacking. I mean, you're trying to get it done on that last drive. Great field position. Had that turnover. You have to eliminate the mistakes. You can't make MAs, missed assignments in a game like this and expect to pull it out in the end.
Tom reported Micah Pettis walked to the locker room. So you've got Adrian Medley at right tackle right now and Jacob Rizzi at right guard. Sawchuk to the right of Tommy in the gun. Castellanos throws it up far side. Caught by Deuce at the 17. He loses it. Did he not get it back? The ball is out again at the 17-yard line. Oh, I think we got it back, though. Did we get it back? Yes, we did. Oh, baby. Goodness gracious.
Guys, we have to hold on to the football. It's the most basic thing in football is to protect it after you catch the ball. Make sure you wrap that thing. If you're running the ball, make sure you got 2 hands covered in the thicket. That means all the traffic in there, you're going to be running through all the arm tackles. Got to protect the football.
Thomas knocked it free, and Deuce thankfully able to get back on it. Gain of 7. 2nd and 3 from the 17-yard line. Hand off to Sawchuk, lowers the shoulder, falling forward to the 21. First down. Move those chains for FSU. Good, hard, physical run there to Ray on the tackle.
Yeah, I like to see the tempo. I like to see us keep the tempo up, especially right now. We don't have a whole lot of time on the clock. Try to get down the field. A 2-minute warning about to come up.
Yep, 2:03, 2:02. 1st and 10 for the 21. We get a playoff. Corner blitz coming. Tommy doesn't seize it. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. Far side for Pittman. Scott came on a corner blitz, a late blitz, and timed it perfectly. Tommy could not get anything into that throw as he was hit as he threw it.
2-minute timeout.
Yeah, we have our 2-minute timeout on the field. 1:57 remains until halftime. Miami leading Florida State 14-3. We're back after this timeout.
What's Here is a place that generations have trusted to help their kids grow up healthy and strong. What's Here are caregivers with knowledge and expertise rivaling any children's hospital in the world. What's Here is a level 1 pediatric trauma center for critical, life-saving care. What's Here is Wolfson Children's Hospital with the technology, research, and dedication to save and change countless young lives. Wolfson Children's, always here. Visit wolfsonchildrens.com.
Game day is full of big calls, but none bigger than choosing to drive sober. If you've been drinking, don't get behind the wheel. Call a ride, call a friend, or call it a night. In Florida, nearly 1 in 5 crashes with an impaired driver results in a fatality. Drunk driving is a personal foul with lifelong consequences. Make the right call. Drive sober, arrive alive. Go Knowles. A message brought to you by the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles.
At TOC, our physicians are fellowship-trained and board-certified specialists with the most advanced training in the region. Our mission is to provide the highest level of care for sports medicine, joint replacement, pain management, foot and ankle, hand and wrist, spine, trauma, pediatrics, and non-surgical medicine. Every specialty, every treatment option. TOC, only experts. Learn more at teamtoc.com.
Can't make it to the game? We've got you. American Social is the official watch party home for FSU football all season long. From kickoff to the final whistle, catch every play on all our screens with unbeatable vibes, crave-worthy food, and drink specials that will leave you wanting more. Whether you're repping in Boca, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Tampa, or Orlando, this is where Knowles go to game day. American Social, where Knowles fans watch like champs. Check us out at AmericanSocialBar.com.
You are listening to Florida State Football on the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Wolfson Children's Hospital.
And Florida State Football presented by Florida Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud partner of Florida State Athletics. And feel that energy, Knowles fans. Emerge is energizing the future as Florida State Athletics' official electrification and renewable energy partner. Emerge is building a cleaner, brighter tomorrow with sustainable energy and smarter EV right here at FSU. So when you cheer on the Garnet and Gold, know Everge is on the field with you, energizing the future of energy. Everge, powering progress, powering the Knowles. Visit everge.com/FSU for more information. 1:57 remains here until halftime. Miami leading Florida State 14-3. How about that little PBR at Doak Campbell Stadium, March 13th and 14th. You come back up, watch a little bull riding in Doak, bar none.
I'm actually going to try to get on it. I'm being contested in the bull ride.
Oh, you're going to be in it?
Yeah, I'm going to be in it.
All
I'm
right.
going to win me a horse. What do you win on that, a horseshoe? A butt buckle? I'm trying to win it all.
I think it's the belt buckle, yeah.
Let's go.
All right, I'm in. I'll have my feet up somewhere on the sideline watching you do that one, pal, with a cold beverage. I'll have yours handy when you're done. Well, we got to get something going here. And second down and 10 at our own 21-yard line. Trying to get it rolling. Got 2 turnovers. Castellanos going to throw now. Looks right, throws it. Nice grab far side. Near the sticks by Deuce Robinson. Yep, that's a first down. That's our Allstate Good Hands play of the game. Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Visit allstate.com or call a local agent for a quote that can save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. First and 10 from the 31, right hash. Only Deuce could go up and grab that one with his 6'6" frame.
All hands, nice catch.
2 receivers left and right. Sawchuk to the left of Castellanos in the gun. Clock stops, 1:53. Pressure coming. Nice job picking it up. Now Tommy's going to be sacked. Yep. Flying through is Akeem Mesidor, sacked 3.5 of the year. And that backs us up to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, and I think that's way too much time. This play is taking way too much time to develop. You have somebody blitzing. Right there, you got to hit Randy Pittman off the line of scrimmage. Randy has to be aware to see that guy blitzing right inside of him, turn his head back and look at the quarterback so the quarterback knows he sees him and has somebody to throw to.
Second and 18, fired out in the flat, caught by Sawchuk. Can he get a block? 25 to the 30. Leaps over a defender at the 35 near the 36-yard line. Nice job getting it back there. That's a gain of 13.
Good screen play right there. One of the things you want to do against an aggressive defense is find a way to get him and hit him to get behind him, and the draw and the screen does that.
3rd and 5 from the 36, 1 minute left. Castellanos over the middle, near side, too high for Deuce. Incomplete. Too high, and it's 4th down. You got to punt it away, don't you?
Yeah, you can't play around down here. You just got to go ahead and take your medicine. Defense will go out there and hold him. They should hold him. You know Miami's going to probably try to get one down the field. And that he had to throw that ball where he threw it, try to get some height on it because the safety read his eyes again and was able to get in there and tip that ball.
He did
That's
tip
why,
it. Yeah,
it kind of went a little higher, but that was almost a pick.
Jacoby Thomas read his eyes. Here's Shimento. The boot. Spiraling kick. Tony lets it bounce. Takes a big Florida State bounce at the 25. Rolling now inside the 10. And we'll spot him dead at the 8-yard line. He'll take that hop, right?
Definitely take that.
So a big Florida State bounce, a punt of 57 yards for Chimenton. That's a new career long. And why is that important? It flips the field and puts them backed up.
And right now, you can tell how aggressive Miami really wants to be. I don't give them a chance. I wouldn't give them a chance to take a shot down the field. You got to make sure you keep somebody over the top. But again, I think if they try to throw the ball, which I don't think they'll try to do right now in this situation, about to be able to go into halftime and they get the ball back, they'll probably try to run it off the goal line. But if they do put it in the air, man, you got to put pressure in Beck's face. He will make a mistake.
Mark Fletcher Jr., the back in the backfield. Trips cluster to the left side. Daniels tight to the line to the right. 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line. 45 seconds left. They hand it off to Fletcher. Grabbed by Amari Williams, who's in there playing a little defense. Nicholson, Kirkland, Herring. And I don't think Mario Cristobal is going to be too active here.
Yeah,
he's good.
Yeah, you don't chance that. I mean, you got the lead. You're on the road. You get the ball back in the second half. You're not going to do anything stupid where you can turn the ball over and give us a shot to make a play down there. So I'm pretty sure, they'll run this thing out, head to the locker room, everybody.
Doesn't have to run another play, and they're not going to. We're also going to hear from Mike Norvell. Tom will talk with Coach going into the locker room. Here before we go to break, it's presented by ReliaQuest. Knowles jumped ahead 3-0, but 14 unanswered points. We've been our own worst enemy, unfortunately, with penalties and turnovers. An interception that led to 6.
This is the end of the first half.
And we also coughed one up. 14-3 is our score. And Mike Norvell has gathered the entire team near the 25-yard line, sending his message out to his guys, looking to get him motivated heading into the locker room. And the Noles will have to come from behind here down at halftime. As Mike Norvell heads over, and we'll visit with our guy, Tom Block. Tom, take it away.
All right, thank you. Coach, a good opening drive, but then you bogged down some self-inflicted things offensively. What do you need to do to be more consistent down to down, drive to drive?
Yeah, I mean, we got to be more disciplined. We've had put the ball on the ground a couple times with a few turnovers, and then ultimately the penalties are really putting us in long yardage situations, making it difficult for us. But we just got to clean it up and go play 30 more minutes.
Defensively, they got you over the top a time or two, but since then the defense really played well there in the second quarter. What was the difference, and what do you need to continue to see from them?
Yeah, I mean, we just got to make sure that we're responsible for the vertical shot. We gave up 2 big ones where they got behind us, but if we do that, I think our guys are playing hard. We're doing a good job of containing the run, but obviously a big 30 minutes ahead.
Thank you, Coach. Jeff?
Thank you, Tom. That's Mike Norvell with Tom Block here at the half, presented by ReliaQuest, a global leader in cybersecurity and proud partner of Florida State Athletics. ReliaQuest AI-powered security operations platform, Gray Matter, makes security possible for the most trusted enterprise brands in the world. Learn more at ReliaQuest.com. Halftime here at Doak Campbell Stadium. Miami leading Florida State by the score of 14-3. We're back after this timeout.
It's game on, Noles fans, no matter where you might be. From the backyard to the beaches, the Ford F-150 with available Pro Power on board gives you the power of a mobile generator. So as long as you've got a TV and a signal, you don't have to miss another game. Just one more reason why Ford F-Series has been the best-selling truck in America 48 straight years and counting. Ford, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. See your local Ford dealer today.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
Hey, fellow Floridians, I'm Brenda Marie, pet parent to 7 precious pups, and a huge fan of natural gas. Hush, you guys. When it's bath time, we love our natural gas tankless water heater. We get endless hot water when we need it, use less energy, and save money, too. Aw, yes, we do.
Now earn up to a $700 cashback rebate for installing a new energy-efficient natural gas water heater. To learn more, go to peoplesgas.com/rebates.
Summer is officially over, but pesky pests like roaches, ants, and rodents are here to stay. Don't let these pests join in on your outdoor fun. This is the time of year when wildlife intruders start seeking food and shelter inside your home or business as the temperatures drop. Luckily, you can trust the pest control experts at Arrow Exterminators, proud partner of Florida State Athletics, to keep your home or business pest-free inside and out. Schedule a free pest inspection today. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
The first half is in the books. This is the Seminole Halftime Show.
And Florida Blue, dedicated to helping people and communities achieve better health. That's why they're committed to providing affordable, high-quality health care to Floridians. Just like the Seminoles strive for excellence on the field, Florida Blue strives to make a positive impact on the lives of those they serve. Florida Blue, helping you achieve better health every day. Visit floridablue.com to learn more. And now you can listen to Florida State football inside of Doak Campbell Stadium without delay. Go to the FSU Game Day app, click on more, and then listen live in venue presented by Bud Light. Follow the prompts given and tune into Florida State football in the stadium without delay. Don't miss a second of the action as you watch it with your own eyes and listen to the Seminole Sports Network. Marching Chiefs entertaining the Garnet and Gold-clad faithful here inside of Doak Campbell Stadium at the half. 14-3 Miami. Bar none, if you look at the numbers and just look at the stats, you'd think Florida State's winning the game. But the turnovers, the big plays down the field by Miami, we have been our own worst enemy in certain spots, and they've taken advantage of some big plays.
Yeah, last 2 weeks in a row, and you think you would come ahead and try to make some changes and some adjustments during the week last week. But again, what we're actually doing good on defense is stopping the run, giving up those big plays, and that really gives that team a lot of confidence, gives Beck a lot of confidence. But in the second half, man, we really have to pressure him, force him to win that game with his arm. He will. You see, he'll make mistakes out there. He doesn't want to take a hit. He doesn't want to get hit. So we need to put pressure on him and hit him.
Last season, 7 of his 12 interceptions at Georgia were on the road. He was sacked 3 times at Alabama, sacked 5 times at Ole Miss. So if you can get to him, he will. He has cracked before. We just need to hit him and get to him and go out and make it happen. Those last couple of drives defensively to end the half, it felt like we kind of got our rhythm back on that side of the ball. What'd you like about Tony White's group and what they did there to end the second quarter?
Well, what they did, they started closing down the running lanes, and that's how they were being able to get off some of those long passes. You run the football, you can run play action because the defense is trying to be so aggressive and stop the run, and they get behind you. And that's what happened. They ran the ball well early. We started coming up trying to stop that thing and stop the run, and let them get behind us for the big play. But again, what we have to do is force Peck to throw that ball faster than he wants to, and we have to rush for more than three rushes.
Victories happen here. Wolfson Children's Hospital, always here. Wolfson Children's, proud to be the official children's hospital of Florida State Athletics. Halftime score, Miami with a 14-3 lead. Jack Kavovitz up next. I'll take you through the rest of our halftime break. We're back after this timeout.
AgPro has been family-owned and operated for over 64 years. We take pride in developing long-lasting relationships and offering first-class customer service. Need a new tractor, parts for your used equipment, or reliable service? AgPro has you covered. AgPro is here to serve you and your operation as your hometown dealer. Visit us today at any of our AgPro locations or go online to agproco.com to get started with your AgPro experience.
This is Robert Scott, partner at Scott & Wallace, the official injury lawyers of the Florida State Seminoles, located in the heart of Tallahassee, founded with a commitment to community and a will to win. Join us at Doak Campbell Stadium all season long with the best fans in college football. Let's get it, Noles. Scott & Wallace. Real strength, real results. Offices, Tallahassee.
Noles fans, are you ready for game day? Tavello Brewing Company in Thomasville is just a short ride down the road. From our refreshing sangria, hard seltzer slushies, to the only place you can find our award-winning blackberry hibiscus hard cider, we've got something for every taste. Grab your crew and swing by Tavello. Let us help make your game weekend even better. Tavello Brewing Company. It's just better. Proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Go Noles!
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Let's take a look at the first half. Here is Jack Cavavit.
14-3 is your score right now. At halftime, Miami is on top. It was Florida State starting off with the ball on drive one in this game. And early on, it was the longest play from scrimmage for Florida State tonight. Usman Chroma was a starting running back and was able to connect with Tommy Castellanos out of the backfield.
Tommy got a man wide open. It's caught. Chroma, 50, 45, and he slips at the 40-yard line. There's that wheel route that works so well for us. Big gainer. Move those chains for FSU.
A 28-yard reception to the freshman. Florida State able to drive down the field. That drive stalls out into the red zone, leads to a 23-yard field goal by Jake Weinberg and a 3-0 lead for Florida State. That's the first time all season Miami allows points on the opening drive, and also the first time that they trail all season. So you're in a good position, good shape. Miami gets the ball, you force a punt. Florida State gets it back. They also punt, and then it leads to the second drive for Miami. A fourth down conversion leads to a 4-yard touchdown pass from Carson Beck to C.J. Daniels. 7-3, Miami takes the lead. Florida State able to get the ball back. Couple of third down conversions leads to a 4th and 8. Tommy Castellanos has pressure on him. He has Randy Pittman open down the field, down the right hash, just puts a little too much air under their ball, and that play leads to an interception, the 4th of the year for Tommy. In the very next play, Miami goes flea flicker, hits a 44-yard touchdown to Malachi Toney. They score 14 unanswered to make it 14-3 Miami, and that's where we are now. Florida State had some chances in this game to come back. There were some penalty mishaps as well. Micah Pettis, starting right tackle, went to the locker room under his own power. So Jacob Rizzi comes into the game. He goes to right guard. Adrian Medley will shift out to his right tackle spot. Florida State, though, able to come up on defense after allowing some vertical shots early on. They started to bunker down. This was a big third down stop late in the second quarter, courtesy of Mandrell Desir.
Mack looking to throw, twist up front. Mack Hennessy throws, it's incomplete. There we go. That time we got to him. Mandrell Desir flying through at a Norland High in Miami. Happy belated birthday to Mandrell and Daryl. The Desir twins turned 19 yesterday. You got to love that for a little birthday gift.
No doubt about it. Happy belated birthday indeed to the Desir twins. Boy, those freshmen look good this season. Mandrell was a great play from him to split in between the right guard and right tackle. Was able to get pressure on Beck. Florida State gets the ball back at the end of the half. They have a chance to try and get some points on the board. A sack of Tommy Castellanos after a couple plays to Deuce Robinson leads to a punt. It was a 56-yard punt, a good one, a career long for Max Schemento. That flips the field. Miami will decide to take it into the locker room. They don't need any funny business right now. They will start the second half with the ball. Again, your score 14-3. Miami currently leading. Tommy Castellanos 9 of 15 for 99 yards and 1 interception. Florida State right now 25 attempts on the ground. They have 82 rushing yards. Gavin Sonchuk leads the way with 37. Tommy Castellanos right behind him with 22. In the air right now, Deuce Robinson coming off a massive game over in Charlottesville versus Virginia. He's got 3 receptions for 34 yards. And Usman Chroma again, that long 28-yard reception is the longest play from scrimmage for the Noles right now. On the other side, I'll take you through scores around the country and much more in that update. You're listening to Seminole Football from Legends.
Dining room, picnic, tailgate, or conference room. Whichever table you gather around, we'll be sure there's plenty to go around. Bring them together with barbecue. Grab Sonny's to go, or let us cater your next shindig with all your slow smoke favorites and sides. Available for pickup, delivery, or set up and serve. Order now at Sonny'sBBQ.com. Sonny's Barbecue. Local pitmasters since '68.
At TOC, our physicians are fellowship trained and board certified specialists with the most advanced training in the region. Our mission is to provide the highest level of care for sports medicine, joint replacement, pain management, foot and ankle, hand and wrist, spine, trauma, pediatrics, and non-surgical medicine. Every specialty, every treatment option. TOC, only experts. Learn more at teamtoc.com.
Behind the scenes of Seminole Athletics, there is a community of supporters who pledge their personal resources to provide all teams with the greatest opportunity for success. That community is Seminole Boosters. Seminole Boosters is the largest source of funding for Florida State athletics and serves as the difference maker for our athletic program. You can join the team behind the team for only $5 per month. Learn more or join today at SeminoleBoosters.com. That's SeminoleBoosters.com.
Seminole fans, it's time to cheer for our healthcare partner for life, Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare. Serving 21 counties across North Florida and South Georgia, TMH provides cutting-edge, life-saving medical care for the Big Bend region. TMH is setting new standards for medical excellence, driving research and innovation to bring the best care to our region. TMH is your lifelong partner in health.
More from around college football today. Let's rejoin Jack Cavavit.
Well, it's been fun here tonight, this afternoon, honoring Lee Corso all day here at halftime right now. The Marching Chiefs spelling out not so fast to honor the great, the legend Lee Corso here in attendance tonight for this game. Your score right now, 14-3, Miami on top. I'll take you around what happened around the country today, and boy, we were in for some big games. Hey, passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola, now that's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. Starting in the ACC, Boston College at Pitt. Pitt able to take care of business in the Steel City. They win that one 48-7. Syracuse and SMU in Dallas. SMU on top 31-18. Wake Forest coming out. A big game for them last week. Thought they could have pulled it off at home and get the upset over Georgia Tech. They weren't able to do it then, but they're able to get the win in Blacksburg over Virginia Tech. They win it 30-23 on the road. Clemson makes a statement against Bill Belichick in North Carolina, 38-10. Oh boy, the Tar Heels trying to find something and salvage this season right now. They dropped to 2-3. But the biggest one in the ACC, number 24 Virginia on the road versus Louisville. That's 4-0 Louisville, 4-1 Virginia. Virginia, they stay perfect in conference play. Boy, 30-27, another overtime win for Chandler Morris. They've been looking good right now. They're going to try and keep it rolling currently in conference play. Going to the top 25, the two biggest ones. Penn State on the road at the Rose Bowl to take on UCLA. That team's been struggling all year. 0-4. James Franklin, he needs something after losing at home to Oregon last week. They couldn't find it today. How about the Bruins? 42-37. What a way to make a statement for your first win of the season. They get the win at home and take down the 7th-ranked Nittany Lions. Another big upset again. Number 9 Texas on the road in the Swamp. Haven't seen that one in quite some time. A lot of questions if Arch Manning was going to have this be his breakout game. Well, it wasn't today. The Gators defense able to prevail in a big win for Billy Napier. They take that one 29-21. Where College Game Day was, number 16 Vanderbilt in Tuscaloosa at number 10 Alabama. A lot of questions. This was a revenge game after Diego Pavia put on a show last year at home in Nashville. They took down the top 25 ranked Crimson Tide then, but Alabama, they came back today and they win this one 30-14 and able to be on top in Bryant-Denny Stadium. Also coming later on tonight, Duke at Cal on the road, an ACC bout right there. Both teams without a loss in conference play, that one at 10:30. And also right now some ranked matchups. Mississippi State, they had a battle last week versus Tennessee. Well, they're on the road at Kyle Field. It's a blackout versus the number 6 ranked Aggies. It's only 7-3 Texas A&M at the half. That'll do it for our scores on the other side. Jeff Culhane and Barnum will get you set for the second half. 14-3 is the score. Miami leads. You are listening to Seminole Football from Legends. Support comes from the Florida Restaurant and Lodging Association, helping Florida's hospitality industry grow and thrive. FRLA is proud to support FSU athletics, bringing unmatched rivalry and heart-pumping competition to the Big Bend region. Sporting events boost the local economy, filling hotel rooms, restaurant tables, and creating unforgettable experiences for residents and visitors alike. To learn more about Florida's hospitality industry and the events we support, visit FRLA.org. That's FRLA.org.
Experience comfort and convenience in the heart of the city at 4 Points by Sheraton, Tallahassee downtown. With stunning floor-to-ceiling windows, our rooms offer some of the best views in Tallahassee, just minutes from the campuses of FSU and FAMU. Our pet-friendly hotel features complimentary high-speed Wi-Fi and free parking every day, all day. Whether you're in town for a big game, graduation, or a group event, we offer a range of spacious rooms and suites to fit your needs. 4 Points by Sheraton, Tallahassee downtown. Go Noles!
Hear from the head coach every Monday night. Join us live from Bowden's in College Town for Inside Seminole Football with Mike Norvell. We'll hear from the head coach, a player, and an assistant coach as we break down all things Florida State football. Get the recap from last week's game and look ahead to our next opponent. You can watch the show on all FSU streaming platforms and again on Tuesday nights on ABC 27. Inside Seminole Football with Mike Norvell. Monday nights from 7 to 8 p.m. on the Seminole Sports Network and the FSU Game Day app.
Florida Blue presents Game-Changing Health Solutions. Did you know you can relieve stress by doing yoga at a Florida Blue center? And exhale. Treating yourself to Florida Blue discounts. Seeing a chiropractor covered by Florida Blue. Having your own Florida Blue health consultant.
Welcome.
Or cheering on your team right now. Discover more game-changing health solutions at FloridaBlue.com. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
Today's Florida State football game is brought to you by Allstate. You're in good hands with Allstate. By Coca-Cola. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. By Tico People's Gas. Delivering natural gas that helps you save energy and earn cash back. Learn more at peoplesgas.com. By Florida Blue. The perfect play call for your health every time. And by Renewal by Anderson. Proud partners of Florida State Athletics. Let's return to the stadium with Tom Block, William Barnum-Floyd, and Jeff Culhane.
Seconds away from the second half. Beginning here inside of Doak Campbell Stadium, Bobby Bowden Field. Great job of the Marching Chiefs honoring the Sunshine Scooter. Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend. Do the Noles have a little juice? Down 14-3, bar none. Miami will start with the football to begin the second half.
Well, I mean, basically it's the same thing we're talking about. Come out here, get this stop right here, shut down Miami's momentum. Don't allow them to get any more points on you. You know what you have to do. You can't allow the big play, and you have to apply pressure and get in Carson Beck's face to force him to make some mistakes.
Keelan Marion back deep. He had 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns last year, an All-American first-teamer at BYU. Weinberg boots it. Second half is underway, and that's over the head of Marion, 5 yards deep in the south end zone for a touchback. The garnet-filled in end zones. Florida State in gold lettering trimmed in white. Seminoles in that north end zone. That defense really felt like kind of started to figure some things out. We started to get to Carson Beck a little bit as well. That's got to continue here.
Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. You started playing a little bit better. Start shutting down this Miami offense towards the second quarter. At the end of the first quarter, haven't really allowed them to do a whole lot. Go out there and build on what you're doing. Don't allow, again, to make any big plays and put pressure on the QB.
Marty Brown, the back of the backfield. First and 10 for the 25. First play of the second half. Back in the gun. Handed off to Brown. Cutting back up to the middle. And picks up a gain of 5. Falling forward there. Tackle made by Omar Graham coming up and making the play.
And it looks like they want to use the tempo right there. But again, only 3 defensive linemen. Have to make sure you get a couple more guys up there closer to the line of scrimmage for the run play. Second and 5
from the 30. Ball left middle. Beck fakes a handoff, pumping, looking right, under pressure, running near side now. Beck gonna dive forward as Thompson chasing him down. Rawls there as well, able to get to the 33-yard line.
And that's what he doesn't really want to do right there. And that's, I think, because he sees that there's great coverage back there in the secondary. Doesn't want to make that mistake. Like back pushed out of the backfield right out of the pocket.
3rd and 2. Miami 1 of 5 on first downs in the first half. Tight trips cluster to the line to the right side. Marion wide left. Brown to the left of Beck in the gun. 3rd and 2 from the 33-yard line. 10 on the play clock. Beck will throw on 3rd and 2. Beck looks right out in the flat. Caught by the tight end. Bauman, first down to the 40-yard line. Nicholson and Little out there making the play.
Yeah, not a hard pass play right there. Tight end just runs a flat route. Is able to get outside. There's a pick play right there. Really, you look at the 2 wide receivers. He has to try to let them clear to get in position to make that play.
1st and 10 from the 41, going quickly. Quick throw out in the flat, caught by Daniels, drilled by KJ Kirkland. He came up and smacked him. Nice job forcing the issue by Rawls as well. So Daniels does end up picking up more than it looked like, gonna get 5 out to the 46, 2nd and 5. Man, Harry being held on to like crazy.
Yeah, man,
Jeez.
I'm really getting those calls right there. A little cloth grabbing out there, but you gotta be more violent trying to get to the quarterback. Make sure they see that you're getting held.
Split backs, Fletcher and Brown. 2nd and 5, right hash from the 46-yard line. 2 receivers left, Daniels and Tony. Bauman tight end to the right side, sweeping left side. Here is Brown, cuts it back up the middle, falling forward, still on his feet to midfield.
That's what you have to stop right there.
I was gonna say, that's one thing he does well. Marty Brown, redshirt sophomore out of Omaha, Nebraska. 51 of his 54 yards against Notre Dame were after contact.
Yeah, you can tell that right there too. It's just a matter of wrapping the first guy, being able to make the tackle, and that's what we couldn't do last week, and been having some problems getting that done today. The first guy that makes the initial contact has to make the tackle.
3rd and 1 at midfield. Kevin Wynn checks in for the first time in a Florida State uniform at defensive tackle. I formation, Beck under center. They're going to give it to Brown, running off right side. He's tackled from behind but falls forward for the first down. As Wilson came up. He also had Blake Nicholson in there, but that's a first down.
And this is how you take control over a game, and this is what we have to stop right now, is being able to let the opponent run the football down the field, pick up big yardage on first down running the ball. Just keeps your defense tired, not really able to get it done. Got to get penetration to stop the run.
Jabril Rawls in there as well. 1st and 10 at the Florida State 48-yard line on the right hash. Split backs again. Brown and Fletcher back in the gun, raises the leg. Takes a snap, all sorts of movement. False start. Back him up 5.
False start, offense, number 70. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Markel Bell, also C.J. Daniels. A lot of guys are just off on that play. Back him up 5, 1st and 15. Miami back at their own 47-yard line. 3.5 minutes into our third quarter, Miami leading 14-3. They've scored 14 unanswered points after Florida State scored on the opening drive of the game. Daniels and Tony to the left side, tight end right, split backs, Fletcher and Brown. 1st and 15, Beck, handoff Fletcher, crap behind the line and ripped down. Great job coming up. Darrell Jackson flying in, making a play.
Good job, good penetration right there by the D-line, getting across the line of scrimmage and being disruptive again. That's what you have to do if you want to stop the running game. You have to play football in the backfield of your opponents, and good job by the D-line getting it done that time.
Daniel Lyons also getting in there. TFL, 2nd and 16. Miami going backwards at their own 45-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Beck has a pocket, looking to throw out in the flat, caught far side by Fletcher at midfield. Cryer grabs him, Thompson over there, Rawls as well. They rip him out of bounds at the Florida State 48-yard line.
Still more yardage than you want to give up right there. Getting back there in the backfield, and that's one thing we have to make sure we're doing at the linebacker position is recognizing when the running back is slipping out there in the flats. Teams have been able to make some pretty good plays against this defense with the running back getting out there in the flat with no coverage on them.
3rd and 8 from the 46 of Florida State. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Tony, slot left, empty backfield. Trips to the left side now. Beck looking to throw, out to the near side, caught by Tony. The speedster brought down near the 40. It's a gain of 6 yards, short of the line to gain, but I think they ran that play knowing they're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're just trying to get a little bit of yardage, a few more yards up there so they can hit what they've been doing with the flats, hitting us in the flats in the corners right here, but you also got to be stout against the run. This is a position right here where you start worrying about everybody else and you let the quarterback slip out and get the yardage with his legs.
Darrell Jackson, Daniel Lyons, Deontay McCray all check in. 4th and 2 from the 40, line to gain the 38. Big one here. in this third quarter. Fletcher off to the left of Beck in the gun. Trips Cluster to the right side. Marion wide left. Beck going to throw. Beck looking. Fires over the middle. Caught. First down Tony. 30, 25-20. Shaking Bacon. 15-10. 5 touchdown.
That same intermediate route, we just have no answer for it in that defense when we're playing that. They just slip the receiver right there in the zone, and that's all he has to do is sit in the zone. Everybody else is running past him. He's wide open. Too easy.
Malachi Tony, the true freshman out of Liberty City, is making his presence felt in his first Florida State-Miami game.
Yeah, and I think that's the corner and the linebacker don't really have everything kind of matched out. They don't have the right call there. Both of them head outside. Nobody sticks with that little curl route in the middle, and he's wide open for that play.
Extra point by Davis is up, and it is good. There was nothing special about that route. He literally ran about 6 yards, turned around, and Beck threw it right to him, and he ran by everybody.
I mean, it's that zone that we're playing right there, and nobody's there to account for him. Everybody runs outside, and nobody worries about the middle of the field, and he made it look easy.
Malachi Tony, 6 catches, 102 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The only Cane in the last 30 years to have 6 receptions and 80 yards and a touchdown in his debut against Notre Dame. And Miami now leads 21-3. We're back after this timeout.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check if they're going for it on 4th down before going to the concession stand.
Yeah, give me 3 hot dogs, 2 jumbo crisps. Touchdown, baby! What?
Hey, buddy, you want cheese with those?
Yeah, checking first is smart.
No.
So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Renewal by Andersen Windows and Doors, proud partner of the Knolls. Like the Knolls, we value strength, performance, and durability. Our energy-efficient Acclaim Impact windows and doors withstand Florida's harshest weather. Built with advanced technology, they offer superior protection and longevity. Enhance your home with a team you can trust. Contact Renewal by Andersen today or visit bestwindowsgulfcoast.com. Go Knolls! License number CG C1527613.
It's game on, Knowles fans, no matter where you might be. From the backyard to the beaches, the Ford F-150 with available Pro Power on board gives you the power of a mobile generator. So as long as you've got a TV and a signal, you don't have to miss another game. Just one more reason why Ford F-Series has been the best-selling truck in America 48 straight years and counting. Ford, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. See your local Ford dealer today.
This is Florida State football on the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Wolfson Children's Hospital.
And for over 20 years, Oxford Advisory Group has specialized in strategic planning to assist clients in navigating their retirement years. Their tax-efficient asset planning keeps you in the game for years to come. Oxford Advisory Group, a proud partner of Florida State Athletics, and to find out more, check them out at oxfordadvisorygroup.com. Down the sidelines with Tom Block. Tom, big drive here for the Florida State offense.
Yeah, it's stating the obvious, but the crowd was trying to will the team to get a stop there, and it didn't happen. And so if they can't put something together here offensively, a long night's going to get longer. But Miami has had this go exactly the way they wanted. They've kept the crowd out of it for the most part. Really need some offense here.
Davis, little boot. That was a low liner over the head of Lucas. Shot out of there, looked like a bazooka coming at him. That's a touchback for Carter Davis, the senior out of East Fort Lauderdale. Okay, so you can't get them all back at once. Down 21-3. Big try for Tommy Castellanos and company here, bar none, to get some things cooking.
Yeah, it's time to get in attack mode. I mean, you have to get in attack mode. Got to start going down the field with your pass game and with your receivers. And I'm looking at a lot of man-to-man out there on the receivers, man. We got to trust them to beat the defenders and get some catches.
1st and 10. At their own 25, fake the handoff. Castellanos over the middle, zings it incomplete. Looking for Squirrel. Just a little bit out in front of him, near midfield. And White was open.
Yeah, wide open on that. You have to get that tempo right and get that throw right. If he hits him in the belly right there, Squirrel is probably still running.
White, 4 catches on the season, 52 yards. Now 2nd and 10. 2 receivers to the left, Robinson wide to the right, Pittman wing to the left side. Castellanos gives it. No, he keeps it himself. Castellanos near side, skips a tackle, 35-40. Drilled out of bounds, wow! At the 44-yard line, was that not late? Hit by Poyser hard.
Wow, you would think that right there would be a personal foul. Looks like he hits him as he's almost right at the sideline. Supposed to be able to pull off. He's supposed to pull off on that play as a defender.
Tommy kind of hopped up in the air and put himself in a vulnerable spot. We got the 1st down. 1st and 10 for the 43. Fakes a handoff under pressure. Fires it far side. Caught McCoy, 45-40. McCoy out of bounds near the 35-yard line. Wayne McCoy, the young man from Miami Central, making a big catch there.
Yeah, and all this is about now is trying to give your quarterback some protection right there to find the open man. They're trying to put pressure on him. They're doing a good job right now. Pittman stayed in that time for an extra blocker, gave Castellanos some time to find an open receiver. Have to make sure you give the QB enough time to read the field and throw the pass.
Gain of 20 to McCoy. Another Florida State 1st down, powered by Dale Earnhardt Jr. Chevrolet. Trip to the right side. Rolling right, Castellanos on 1st down. Stepping up, home run ball, looking for White. Threw it underneath him and picked off. Underthrew him and picked off in the end zone by Jacoby Thomas.
Just didn't step into that pass right there. He's throwing that pass off his back foot. Doesn't have enough leverage to get anything on that ball, and it's underthrown.
And just when you started to have a little bit of life and some juice, our 3rd turnover of the night.
Yeah, just playing center field right there and does not get that ball. If he throws that ball to the left corner and it hits that aura right there on the Florida State in that end zone, then he has an opportunity. But right then again, Baines getting in his face, doesn't have a chance to step into that ball and throw it. Receiver goes up and, DB goes up and get it at the highest point.
So, turnovers crushing us here at home. Turnovers and penalties.
Turnovers, penalties, same thing kind of knocked us off last week. The penalties starting slow, but got to get some positive plays.
Tony in motion left to right. Quick throw far side. Caught by the tight end, Lofton, and pushed out of bounds across the 25 out near where they're going to mark him. 27-yard line, 26-yard line, finally they'll mark it.
Just making it easy for Carson Beck. He's looking like a world beater out here, but all he's doing is throwing 5 to 7 yard passes, and his receivers and tight ends and players on his teams are getting it done from form.
15 of 17 for 198 and 3 scores tonight for Beck. So the market at the 25, 2nd and 5 from the 25. Low snap, fake the handoff, out in the flat. Lofton again, breaks the tackle, 30, 35 out of bounds. As it was Jerry Wilson trying to make the play. Shamar Arnew forced him out.
Just some simple plays right there. We're not making the tackle. The first guy has to be able to make the tackle. We're not making the making the tackle on first contact, and they're picking up extra yardage.
So, another 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Left hash. Miami leading 21-3. 6:50 and counting left in our 3rd quarter. Tony motions, wing to the right side. Fletcher faked the hand up, bubble screen out in the flat, caught by Tony. And Shamar Arnew, the freshman, able to chase him down after a gain of about 5 yards.
And that's what you're going to need. You're going to need a player with that type of quickness. Tony is one of those quick players. All he's doing is basically they're just handing long handoff to him, trying to get him to make a play. Good job out of the defender being out there.
Yeah, good open field tackle by Arnew, the freshman out of Fort Lauderdale. Carrollton High in Carrollton, Georgia. 8 of 5, 2nd and 5 from the 41. Malachi Tony, 7 catches, 107 yards, and 2 scores. Quick snap, handoff, Fletcher running left. lowers his shoulder, runs over a defender out to midfield, and another first down. McCray in there making the tackle. Oh, he popped Earl Little pretty good. Usually Earl's the one on the receiving end of those. The giving end, I should say. That time he took one.
Yeah, that time he just got to hit lower, man. Low man wins right there. Actually, he was lower. He just didn't bring his feet with him.
Two former teammates at American Heritage meeting right there. First and 10 near midfield. Two receivers right. Marion wide left. Fletcher to the right, a back in the gun. First and 10, Miami. Fake the handoff, end around to Marion. Oh boy, they got it set up. Blockers out in front. Marion 40, 35, 30. Run down by Jabril Rawls at the 28-yard line, a gain of 21. You can see it all the way up here. They had that thing lined up well.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you're running the ball well. Everybody's flowing to that side trying to stop Fletcher, and they just have a good job, do a good job right there running that reverse, catching us off guard. We're not able to keep contained on the outside out there. That's where McCray is supposed to come straight upfield, but he's chasing down the line of scrimmage, trying to keep it tight down the line of scrimmage. Is not able to get back out there and keep contained.
Gain of 22. First and 10 from the 28. 4:45 and counting third quarter, 21-3 Miami. Beck gives Fletcher running hard off right tackle. It is to be grabbed from behind across the 25. And Daniel Lyons in there making the play. Gain of 4.
You did not want to see this, and I think in order to help this defensive line, man, we have to trust that the DBs can play some man-to-man coverage out there. Right now, we're just outflanked. You got three defensive linemen, and you got 3 guys playing off the line of scrimmage right behind them. Now we've just came up, put 5 guys on the line of scrimmage.
2 receivers live. Bauman, the tight end, wide to the right side. Brown in motion, now trips to the left side. Beck takes the handoff, looking, fires it towards the end zone, and good coverage, incomplete. Edwin Joseph able to fly in there all over Tony Johnson. Nice coverage by Joseph. It's now 3rd and 6.
Good job again by Joseph right there, man-to-man coverage, and that's what I'm saying. You're going to have to trust that these DBs can play man-to-man in order to put more guys in the box to stop the run and to put pressure on the quarterback.
3rd and 6. 4 minutes left on the nose here in the third quarter, 21-3 Miami. They're looking to come to Tallahassee and pluck off a top 20 win. Slip screen right side, Daniels, he's got an alley, look out, 15 to the 10 to the 5, he dives for the goal line, and he's in, touchdown. And Miami is now taking a stranglehold on this game.
Make it soft, making it crazy. Then he's doing the chop on us.
Yep.
Making it look way too easy. Another little pick play again. Both the safeties in the corner are out there. Get a good job, block out on them, and then the offensive line just gets down the field, is able to get in front of the runner to open up the lane for him, just making it too easy.
Executing well tonight. Davis, the extra point is up, and it is good. Off of the interception, 8 plays, 80 yards, 4:03 off the clock, and Carson Beck has his 4th passing touchdown of the night. And Miami has scored 28 unanswered. They lead 28-3. We'll take a timeout. We're back after this break.
Seminole fans know that when their health is on the line, Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare is here with the most advanced medical care in the region. TMH is home to the top heart and vascular program, the highest level of care for premature babies, the area's most powerful cancer center, and the region's only Level 2 trauma center. TMH is setting new standards for medical excellence, driving research and innovation to bring the best care to our region. TMH is your lifelong partner in health.
Hey, college football fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, Noles fans. For the FSU social media junkies out there looking for more insight and behind-the-scenes content of the Seminoles, find the Seminoles Sports Network on X and Instagram. Game previews, podcasts, interview clips, our booth cam broadcasts, and more. The Seminoles Sports Network on social media keeps you up to date on all things Noles. Listen and watch all the FSU content you can handle with your favorite coaches, student-athletes, and Seminoles Sports Network broadcasters as we bring you everything to get you ready for the next big game. Search Seminoles Sports Network on X and Instagram to stay up to date with the Noles.
Hey Noles fans, show your team spirit with the Noles Pass toll sticker or the new Noles Pass Uni. Enjoy nonstop toll travel throughout Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina, or travel even farther with the 19-state Noles Pass Uni. Plus, you can score volume toll savings. Find out why Noles Pass is your best play to save on tolls and time at GetNolePass.com. That's GetNolePass.com. Noles Pass. It's how Noles do tolls. A product of ePass owned and operated by the Central Florida Expressway Authority.
You are listening to Florida State Football on the Seminoles Sports Network and the FSU Game Day app.
Did you know that FSU Athletics is self-supported, is not funded by tax dollars? We rely on fans to join Seminole Boosters so your team's the best chance to succeed on and off the field. Membership starts at $5 per month and comes with great benefits. Go online to SeminoleBoosters.com to learn more. Back down to the sidelines to Tom Block. TV, man, the air has been sucked out of this building here in the third quarter.
It really has. And I know I'm grasping here at straws, Jeff, but I did see Danny Cannell on the sideline here in the first half, and you know, his most famous game, it was 31-3 as we went to the fourth quarter.
Yep.
So we got 3 points better than that right now. But, you know, more than focusing on the outcome of the game, I think we just need to win play to play. We had a nice drive going last drive and then underthrew a football. So we've had some glimpses here and there, just not the consistency we need tonight.
Nope. In a third quarter that has been taken by Miami. They've scored 14 points, 28 unanswered. They lead 28-3. And you want to get this one back on the tracks, it's got to start here in a hurry.
Yeah, you can't try to get it all back in one play. I mean, you got to put a sustained drive together, try to get in the end zone and get it done. Now, last time, probably ill-advised throw, didn't have any protection like you needed to get that ball off, but you got to try to get it done now. Keep attacking downfield. You have to. You can't keep running the ball right now. Get ready to run out of time.
Davis's boots, touchback. Well, a couple of turnovers have been turned into touchdowns by Miami. Let's see what Tommy Castellanos has got back in the tank right here.
And it can't just be Tommy either. All the other guys have to step up and make plays. No different than what's going on. You're making Carson Beck look like the world beater out there, and all he's doing is throwing 4 and 5 yards passes, and his teammates are taking it the rest of the way, getting it done for him. Everybody's getting it done on that side of the ball for them. Our offensive players have to start getting it done too.
3:53 remains in our third quarter. 28-3 Miami with the lead. And what are we doing here? We taking a timeout? What do you say? Well, I think we're taking a immediate timeout here, boys. What do you think?
I don't see the clock out there, but I see the red hat.
Yeah, the red hat's out there. Well, we'll take it. We'll take a timeout. 3:53 left, third quarter. Miami lead 28-3. Back after this timeout.
This is Robert Scott, partner at Scott & Wallace, the official injury lawyers of the Florida State Seminoles, located in the heart of Tallahassee, founded with a commitment to community and a will to win. Join us at Doak Campbell Stadium all season long with the best fans in college football. Let's get it, Noles. Scott & Wallace. Real strength, real results. Offices, Tallahassee.
At ViStar Credit Union, we go the extra mile to bring Florida State fans better banking. Open a ViStar Plus checking account and unlock up to $570 in annual savings. Enjoy perks like getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit, identity and phone protection, and so much more. All for just $5.99 a month. To learn more, visit one of ViStar's local branches or visit ViStarCU.org. ViStar Credit Union, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Go Noles!
A 43-yard field goal with a ticket to the championship on the line. Here's the snap.
At this moment, who you voted for doesn't matter. What kind of car you drive, how much money you make, what kind of music you listen to. or how many followers you have doesn't matter. At this moment, the only thing that does is football. Visit footballmatters.com.
Hear from the head coach every Monday night. Join us live from Bowden's in College Town for Inside Seminole Football with Mike Norvell. We'll hear from the head coach, a player, and an assistant coach as we break down all things Florida State football. Get the recap from last week's game and look ahead to our next opponent. You can watch the show on all FSU streaming platforms and again on Tuesday nights on ABC 27. Inside Seminole Football with Mike Norvell. Monday nights from 7 to 8 p.m. on the Seminole Sports Network and the FSU Game Day app.
Hey, for kids, for families, for where we live. Wolfson Children's Hospital, always here. Wolfson Children's, official children's hospital of Florida State Athletics. In tonight's game versus Miami, presented by Florida Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud partner of the Noles. Out of the timeout, Florida State trailing 28-3. Outgained now 3-10 to 2-19. It's been a big quarter out of the locker room for Miami. Usman Chroma back in there. He's off to the left of Castellanos. Now shifts off to the right of Tommy in the gun. Trips to the right side. Castellanos hand off to Chroma. Sprinting left. Breaks a tackle and Bassett grabs him and trails him back. And wow, that is past the echo of the whistle. They drove him and tackled him into the sideline and flags fly everywhere.
And they knocked Michael over there and down over there on that one. Mike, you got to get out the way.
The playmaker doesn't have that same niftiness anymore.
After the play was out of bounds, personal foul, defense, number 31. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yeah, I mean, he's driving him 8 yards, and Michael Irvin goes down.
And he had to hit a whistle. I mean, it was two refs right there blowing a whistle, so he just got a little extra with that. We'll take it.
Yep. All right, move it out now to the 42, it looks like, 43-yard line. Gonna start chipping away. 3:45 left, third quarter. 28-3 Miami. 28 unanswered by the visitors. Lucas in motion, Orban motion, right to left. They give the ball to Jalen, trying to find a crease. Tackle and driven back of the 45-yard line. Tackle made by Raul Aguirre for Miami. -3 for Lucas. 3:20 and counting third quarter. 28-3.
Decent run right there. Just have to make sure you try to keep this Miami defense off balance. If you can run the ball, that's going to get those defensive backs, safeties to step up a little bit, be able to go over the top.
Sawchuk off to the right of Castellanos in the gun. Give to Gavin, up the gut, trying to push the pile forward. It's a rugby scrum out near the 49-yard line. Physical in the trenches down there.
Yep, they're letting them play through the whistle right now.
Yep. David Blay made the tackle.
Timeout for defensive player's helmet came off.
So a helmet popped off. Who's going to leave? The Saint. Also Blay is exiting. So third down, 3rd and 4 at our own 48-yard line. The Noles tonight, 4 of 9 on third downs. Sawchuk off to the left, Castellanos in the gun, trips to the right side. Pittman tight end left. Chest high snap. Tommy's under pressure, being chased, sacked from behind. Tries to throw it away last second. That's a safety blitz off the edge by Jacoby Thomas. And it's been a tough night for Castellanos.
And that's what I'm saying. That's the recipe that we should be using on the other side of the football. They have 9 men right there at the line of scrimmage. They're trusting that their DBs are going to play defense behind them so they can run all that and bring all that pressure off the end because there's not too many men to block them. We're outnumbered on the line of scrimmage right there. And that's what we need to do. We should have been doing earlier against Beck, is forcing his hand and putting pressure on the quarterback, not allowing him to throw those little intermediate passes. Right now, he's just too comfortable in the pocket, and we're not comfortable at all.
Chimento's boot, low line drive, end over end. Tony lets it bounce to the 18, skips sideways, and it'll hit Edwin Joseph and be blown dead at the 14-yard line. A little bit of chippiness, some words exchange right now. You're going to have that in this series, no question about that. Hey, before we continue on, Let us pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Seminole Football from Legends Global. Jeff Culhane, William Barna and Floyd, Tom Block, Chris Culp, Andy Surratt, Jack Cavavit. We'll hear from Ari Masudi later on. A tough night for the Garnet and Gold. Started out good, but since that point in time, Miami has taken control. They lead 28-3, 1:47 left, third quarter. Beck will hand off to Lyle, running off right side. Lowers the shoulder out across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tackle made by Juice Cryer.
Yeah, a lot of yards again on first down. We just really don't have enough men at the point of attack on the line of scrimmage to make plays on that right there. If you look at it, we're outflanked. You got about 7 men on the line of scrimmage right there. We have four on the line of scrimmage, two right behind them to make 6. But you need to have 7 or 8 in the box again and trust your DBs to play defense, man to man.
2nd and 4 for the 21. Beck under center. Marion in motion left to right. They run it again. This time with Lyle falling forward. Physical run. Herring in there on the tackle with others. Little came up, laid a pop. Gain of 3. Now 3rd and short. Under a minute left, third quarter. 28-3 Miami.
Got to think they've been leaning on us. They're bringing in their big package right now, so they're going to try to definitely match this football. But again, you have to make sure you're aware of the running back out of the backfield or play action down the field.
Seo Alofaituli, the freshman out of Las Vegas, is the blocking back. I formation, Beck under center, 3rd and 1 at the 24. Bauman in motion left to right. They hand it off. And trying to push the pile forward is Brown, and he does with second effort. Pushing through the pile, Herring in there, first down.
Well, you gave yourself at least a chance on that play because you had 8 or 9 in the box right there. You were trusting that they were going to run the football, and if they didn't, you have your DBs behind you. But still, the initial defender that's making the contact is not making the tackle, getting way too many yards after first contact.
Third quarter in the books, and Miami outscores Florida State 14-0 to put themselves in a good position. Final 15 minutes. Need you, Noles fans. Hold the 4 fingers wherever you are. End of 3. Miami leading 28-3. Back after this timeout.
What's Here is a place that generations have trusted to help their kids grow up healthy and strong. What's Here are caregivers with knowledge and expertise rivaling any children's hospital in the world. What's Here is a level 1 pediatric trauma center for critical, life-saving care. What's Here is Wolfson Children's Hospital with the technology, research, and dedication to save and change countless young lives. Wolfson Children's, always here. Visit wolfsonchildrens.com.
RJ Young is no longer just your office copier supplier. We are now helping you create the modern office. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, and managed IT and AV technology for your organization. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you more through bundling services, and our U.S.-based specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the highest degree of personalization. Schedule your free consultation now at rjyoung.com/FSU.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check if they're going for it on 4th down, before going to the concession stand.
Yeah, give me 3 hot dogs, 2 jumbo touchdown, baby! What?
Hey, buddy, you want cheese with those?
Yeah, checking first is smart.
No.
So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Have you wanted to listen to the Seminole Sports Network radio broadcast while you attend the game inside of Doak Campbell Stadium? Now you can without delay. Go to the FSU Game Day app, click on More, and then listen live in venue. Follow the prompts and listen to the Seminole Sports Network broadcast without delay as you watch every big play inside of Doak Campbell Stadium. Don't forget to bring your AirPods and have that phone charged up so you don't miss a play. Listen to the Seminole Sports Network radio broadcast with zero delay while you watch the game inside of Doak. Find it in the FSU Game Day app. This is Florida State football on the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Wolfson Children's Hospital.
Passionate fans and an ice cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. Other top 25 action going on right now at Kyle Field. Number 6, Texas A&M. They lead right now after another touchdown, 21-3 over Mississippi State. Fellas, going to this fourth quarter right now, that 25, we need some magic. What does that look like if the Noles try and fight back into this one?
Yeah, definitely needs some magic, that's for sure. 28-3 the score. And it's got to start getting off the field here on the defensive side of the football. Live inside the renewal by Anderson. Broadcast booth. Our energy-efficient Acclaim Impact windows and doors withstand Florida's harshest weather. Contact Renewal by Anderson today or visit bestwindowsflorida.com. Go Noles. License number CGC 1527613. Well, you got to find a turnover somewhere, and the concern here is now if you're Miami, you really want to utilize that offensive line and run the football and run this clock down, because now it's sort of a numbers issue, right? A math issue. You need to have the ball 4 or 5 times in this quarter and score a touchdown every time.
And you got to score quick.
Yep.
So time is definitely an issue right now, and this is what Miami feels that they're built for. It's what they did to Florida towards the end of the game. They just tried to run the clock out, took the ball, and took the game out of Garson Beck's hands. Didn't really need to anymore, and try to control the clock. So we got to be able to get off the field defensively.
Yep. Tonight, well, that third quarter was tough.
Yeah.
321 to 216. Being outgained right now. Just 216 total yards of offense for the top offense in the country coming in. 1st and 10. Miami at their own 26-yard line. Counter play to the right side. Running hard is Lyle. A stiff arm that falls down, and flags everywhere. Lyle gets knocked down. Man, you got flags all over the field. That looked like my 3-year-old's bedroom with clothes on the floor. Laundry everywhere.
Holding, offense, number 9. 10-yard penalty, replay first down.
Elijah Lofton, the tight end. So they'll back him up. That's really the first time tonight Miami's offense has been their own worst enemy, shooting themselves in the foot with a penalty.
Yep, tackle right there. But again, the first person that made the hit on the running back didn't bring him down. He still got some more yardage. But what we did change right there is we had 7 men right on the line of scrimmage, about 8 in the box. So right there, that kind of deters it. Right now, we've gone away from it. We got guys off the line of scrimmage too far up that'll hit somebody in the mouth and stop them short.
1st and 18 from the 18-yard line. Beck, handoff to Lyle again. Stops, starts again, cuts back. Across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Things getting chippy down there. You got linemen engaged with defensive linemen and trying to bury them. Matthew McCoy getting tangled up with Jason Jenkins.
Yeah, Jink wouldn't have it. That kind of tossed him off of him right there. But you got to make sure that you take that thing. You try to stop it within the whistle right there, because you can't have any more penalties right now.
Gain of 4. Jackson and Nicholson on the tackle. Here's 2nd down and 14. A minute in to our fourth quarter, 28-3. Miami. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Back in the gun. Slip screen caught. Daniels now tries to reverse course and nothing doing. Daryl Jackson got out there and tracked him down. I would have fell down too if I saw big number 6 going full speed at me. TFL, 3rd and long now.
Yeah, a lot of chop right now out there. We have to be careful that we don't get a penalty, give them any free yards right now. Just a lot of pushing, shoving, talking right now, smack talking. Got to keep your composure.
TFL number 4 tonight by the Garnet and Gold. 3rd and long, 3rd and 16 from the 20-yard line.
Man, don't let him off the hook, man. Put pressure on him. He'll give you a pick.
Fletcher, the back in the backfield to the right of Beck in the gun. Raises the leg, gonna throw. 3rd and long, far sideline, passes dropped by Keelan Marion. Jerry Wilson on in coverage. It would have been well short of the line to gain. And now they'll bring out Dylan Joyce to punt for the 3rd time tonight.
Yeah, outside of those long bombs, outside of just throwing the ball up in the air, he really hadn't been that efficient except for throwing the ball within the 5 to 10-yard radius.
His receivers have done some great things. I mean, the yak tonight has to be immense.
Yes, the yak is crazy right now.
Yep, has to be big, especially with Tony. C.J. Daniels has made some plays as well. Squirrel White back deep, rugby-style punt to the right, low, end over end. White catches it and is drilled immediately at the 37-yard line. Absolutely hammered.
Good job of holding on the ball.
Yeah.
But when you hear a clap like that, that almost sounds like a helmet-to-helmet right there. I don't know if you can go back and look at that or if they throw the penalty, but that right there looks like he gets hit right in the chops. I don't know how that flag. He gets hit right in the chops, man. Like, how do you not see that? You can hear it.
Dylan Day comes in. That is definitely, they might talk about this here because there's helmet to helmet all day from Dylan Day. Let's go down to Tom on the sidelines. DB.
Well, Mike Norvell just saw it on the big board too, and he walked out halfway to midfield there to the hash mark screaming at the officials. So I think it will get looked at. I'm sure at ACC Control they're already looking at it.
Yep. All right. Timeout on the field. We'll report back if anything changes on the other side. 13 minutes left. Miami leading 28-3. Back into this timeout.
Summer is officially over, but pesky pests like roaches, ants, and rodents are here to stay. Don't let these pests join in on your outdoor fun. This is the time of year when wildlife intruders start seeking food and shelter inside your home or business as the temperatures drop. Luckily, you can trust the pest control experts at Arrow Exterminators, proud partner of Florida State Athletics, to keep your home or business pest-free inside and out. Schedule a free pest inspection today. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Hey, college football fans, I know you do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Robert Scott, partner at Scott & Wallace, the official injury lawyers of the Florida State Seminoles, located in the heart of Tallahassee, founded with a commitment to community and a will to win. Join us at Doak Campbell Stadium all season long with the best fans in college football. Let's get it, Noles. Scott & Wallace. Real strength, real results. Offices, Tallahassee.
You are listening to Florida State Football on the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Wolfson Children's Hospital.
Comebacks begin here. Wolfson Children's Hospital, always here. Wolfson Children's, proud to be the official children's hospital of Florida State Athletics. Well, during the timeout, there was a Sunstop second look, and yes, Dylan Day was ruled for targeting. He's been ejected. That gives us 15 yards as well. Like you said, Bart, I can't believe Squirrel White held on to it.
Great catch right there, Bob. But you can hear that.
Jet sweep, Samuel Singleton right to left, and he's going to be corralled and ripped down. No gain. And that, trying to run things side to side, even talking about this, it's been tough. Keontae Scott and Ethan O'Connor on the tackle. We've just not been able to burst through with those plays.
Yeah, it's just hard to go sideline to sideline like that with another team that has the same ability and the same speed as you. You got to attack them. That's how they've been successful against us, just attacking upfield, not really going sideline to sideline.
There's a hurricane down near midfield, and their training staff comes out, is taking a look at him. Tonight's game versus Miami, presented by Florida Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud partner of Florida State Athletics. It's Zachariah Poyser, the Jacksonville State transfer, freshman All-American, had 8 TFLs and 3 picks last year for Jacksonville State. So they're taking a look at him. Looking on his right foot, it looks like, or ankle. Taking a peek at it. And we have a media timeout. 12:41 to go. Miami leading Florida State 28-3. We're back after this break.
It's game on, Knowles fans, no matter where you might be. From the backyard to the beaches, the Ford F-150 with available Pro Power on board gives you the power of a mobile generator. So as long as you've got a TV and a signal, you don't have to miss another game. Just one more reason why Ford F-Series has been the best-selling truck in America 48 straight years and counting. Ford, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. See your local Ford dealer today.
At ViStar Credit Union, we go the extra mile to bring Florida State fans better banking. Open a ViStar Plus checking account and unlock up to $570 in annual savings. Enjoy perks like getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit, identity and phone protection, and so much more. All for just $5.99 a month. To learn more, visit one of ViStar's local branches or visit ViStarCU.org. ViStar Credit Union, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Go Noles!
For 75 years, the National Football Foundation and College Hall of Fame, through programs and initiatives like the College Football Hall of Fame, Campbell Trophy, and National Scholar Athlete Awards, has strengthened communities, promoted education, preserved opportunities, and protected the game. To learn more and become a member, visit footballfoundation.org. That's footballfoundation.org.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hey, at ViStar Credit Union, you inspire us to go the extra mile to meet your financial needs. That's why we offer Florida State fans more banking options like better rates and no hidden fees. Our team is also dedicated to making the communities we serve stronger, volunteering our time and talents while donating millions to local nonprofits. To learn more, visit ViStarCU.org. ViStar Credit Union, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Go Noles. So Poyser made his way to the far sideline. We have not seen Micah Pettis return, by the way, since leaving in the first half. That right tackle spot, hopefully he's okay. 12:41 remains. Miami, they lead 28-3. And the Canes have been as good as advertised tonight. As much as you hate to say that. Some garnet and gold glasses. Trip to the right side, two receivers left, empty backfield, Pittman in motion, now trips left. Pressure coming, rolling out, reversing out. Castellanos fires far side, caught by Boggs. Far side of the 34-yard line. What a great job by Tommy avoiding the rush and getting away from the defender.
Spinning out of that right there. That was a sure sack right there. He has eyes in the back of his head. He's able to spin out of that. Find a receiver on the sideline for a nice throwing catch.
Scott was the defender blitzing in. 1st and 10, 34. Fake the hand up, looking right, throwing right. Wide of Javen Boggs, incomplete. And now 2nd and 10, 12:06 left. 28-3. That was Boggs' 5th catch of the season. He missed the game at Virginia last Friday.
Yeah, just totally different philosophies on how Miami is attacking and how we're attacking on defense. They're bringing almost a player every play, forcing the throw and forcing Tommy to get the ball out. The same thing we should have been doing.
Lucas hand up, now reverse flea flicker. Danzy back to Tommy, looking for Jalen near side and incomplete. So he got tricky there with a jet sweep, end around flea flicker back to Tommy, but Miami was not fooled.
Side to side is not going to work on a team like this. They have too much team speed defensively. That means they have just as much speed on defense as we do. So the side to side is not going to work. They're going to catch up. They've been attacking upfield. We have to attack upfield if we want to try to get back into this game right now.
12:01 remains, down 28-3. Just 229 total yards of offense tonight. We averaged 600 coming in. Sawchuk, the back in the backfield. Two receivers left and right. On 3rd and 10 from the 34. Castellanos puts his foot in the turf, cuts to the outside of the 25, slides down near the marker. And it looks like he's got it. Yep, another first down powered by Dale Earnhardt Jr. Chevrolet.
And that's what it's going to have to take. When those plays break down, you don't have anybody. All those defenders have their back turned to you. Pick up yards with your legs.
Toss, Sawchuk. Sawchuk puts his foot in the turf, hand in the turf, and it's cut down by Jacoby Thomas.
Right now, you got to be picking up this tempo a lot more. You don't have a whole lot of time. You're going to need 4 more possessions to try to get in there and score, so you got to be trying to move a little faster.
Gain of about a yard, 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line. There, give us gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Castellanos in the gun, looking to throw. Pocket collapsing, rolling to his left, pumping, looking, near side, caught. Danzy at the 12, falling forward near the 10-yard line. Nice job, gain of about 12 right there to Makai Danzy. Again, Castellanos dangerous outside the pocket.
Yeah, moving his legs, and I think that's where he's most effective at. He can see out there. Right now, you keep him in the pocket, it's hard for him to see over the defensive line and offensive line.
Now whistles, and I think a timeout late called by Mario Cristobal. Far side, yes.
Before the snap, timeout was called. Miami, their first timeout of the half. Full media timeout.
2 remaining. Knowles knocking on the door. We have it 1st and 10 at the Miami 11-yard line. 10:41 to play, trailing 28-3. Tommy Castellanos, 12 of 22, 145 yards, 2 interceptions on the night. As the Knowles looking for their first touchdown this evening. Time on the field, we'll take it as well. We're back after this break.
It's game on, Knowles fans, no matter where you might be. From the backyard to the beaches, the Ford F-150 with available Pro Power on board gives you the power of a mobile generator. So as long as you've got a TV and a signal, you don't have to miss another game. Just one more reason why Ford F-Series has been the best-selling truck in America 48 straight years and counting. Ford, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. See your local Ford dealer today.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
Game day is full of big calls, but none bigger than choosing to drive sober. If you've been drinking, don't get behind the wheel. Call a ride, call a friend, or call it a night. In Florida, nearly 1 in 5 crashes with an impaired driver results in a fatality. Drunk driving is a personal foul with lifelong consequences. Make the right call. Drive sober, arrive alive. Go Knowles. A message brought to you by the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles.
Hey Knowles fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets, so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Florida State football games or to any other live event in Tallahassee, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Florida State football. Let's go Knowles! SeatGeek.
You are listening to Florida State Football on the Seminoles Sports Network and the FSU Game Day app.
And make sure to tune in every Thursday to the Seminole Sports Network podcast presented by Bud Light. Everything you need every week to keep you in the know with all things Knowles. Guests include Mike Norvell, Luke Laux, Link Jarrett, Michael Alford, FSU student athletes, coaches, and more. The Seminole Sports Network podcast presented by Bud Light. New episodes every Thursday on all streaming platforms and on Seminoles.com. Out of the Miami timeout, going in. Need to get it going here. 1st and 10 from the Miami 11. Head towards that north end zone on Bobby Bowden Field to our left. 10:41 remains, but down 28-3. 4 receivers to the right side. Sawchuk to the left and Castellanos in the gun. Pittman now motions wing to the right. Tommy, quarterback run, thought about throwing it. Castellanos, run out of bounds, chased out of there, and around the 8-yard line by Damari Brown, the Fort Lauderdale native.
Yeah, just again, we're trying to get to the outside right there, and they're just able to get out there with us.
10:24 and counting left. Two receivers right, two to the left. Castellanos looking to throw on second down. Flushed. Reverses out, rolling right, stopping, looking back left. Throws it back near side. Is it caught?
Nope.
No. Incomplete. Robinson battling with Brown on the near side, and a pass across the field, which can be dangerous. Incomplete.
Yeah, Deuce is trying to fight him off from right there and get a one-hander right there, but he's unable to secure that ball right there in the back. Hey, look at him. I mean, the defensive back is all over him, pulling his shoulder and everything. He can't get a call on that one.
Man.
Jeez.
And tough to come by. Penalties our way tonight. 3rd and 7 from the 8-yard line. Can still get a first down at the 1. Trips to the right side. Robinson wide left. Sawchuck to the right of Castellanos in the gun. 3-man rush. Tommy rolling to his right. Tommy extending the play over the middle into the end zone. Caught by Wayne McCoy right there. McCoy, he'll always remember his first one against Miami, the Miami native. Touchdown, Florida State. Touchdown, FSU.
Great job by Tom, and I think that's what he's going to have to do for the rest of the night to avoid some of this pressure. Is he's going to have to get outside the pocket. That's where he's been most effective at, getting outside the pocket and making the pass.
Scott Wallace, successful drive. Summary, 10 plays, 47 yards, 2:56 off the clock. We're going for 2. Empty backfield, 3 receivers right, 2 left. Robinson slot left. Castellanos all alone in the backfield. 2-point conversion, scores 28-9. Tommy claps the hands, looking to throw, looking for Robinson, a lot of contact, flag thrown, there you go.
About time.
Ask and you shall receive. That's on Jacoby Thomas, the safety, all over Robinson. Pass interference.
Jeez.
Pass interference, defense, number 8. Half the distance to the goal penalty, remains the try down.
Okay, so you move it out of the 1.5-yard line on the PI. Here comes Marquiston Douglas in. Try and run the football in here. 28-9 is the score, 10:04 remaining. Start to do the math. Let's get this one first. 2 tight ends to the right side, unbalanced to the right. Empty backfield, 2 receivers left, Sawchuck wide to the right side. Danzy in motion left to right. The give, Danzy running up the right side, ripped down from behind, but he's in. He's in for 2 points. He got ripped down by the shoulder pads, by the horse collar for the second time tonight. And also, they got a piece of the face mask, too.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it was a face mask, man. He turned the neck pretty good.
Wow. Now what we got? We got a flag down here on the near side as well. So hold the phones. What do we got? We got 2 penalties, it looks like. Our officials are working out the details. We definitely have a face mask on one side. Jerry Magallanes is our white hat of this ACC crew.
The ruling on the field, the 2-point try is good. Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 41. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense, number 55. Those fouls will offset. We will have the kickoff at the 35-yard line.
There you go. So Gunnar Hansen, the guilty party for the Noles. Chase Smith, backup linebacker out of Palm Bay, with the face mask on Danzy. But we get it in the end zone there and get 2. So 8 points on the board, 28-11 the score, 10:04 remaining. Scott and Wallace, successful drive summary. 10 plays, 47 yards, 2:56 off the clock. Scott and Wallace, the official injury lawyers of Florida State Athletics.
Correction. Both
Scott and Wallace with offices in Tallahassee.
We'll have the try at the the kickoff at the 35-yard line.
All right, there we go. Okay. So after all that, we do get McCoy his first career touchdown. The Miami Central alum playing against the Hurricanes. And Wayne McCoy was banged up during fall camp, bar none, but he is, last week had a big catch late. He's starting to kind of come into his own a little bit as a sophomore.
Yeah, the more reps you get, man, the better you get. And now he's starting to get some game time reps and doing something with it.
So 10:04 remaining, 28-11 the score.
On sides?
We'll see what we got here.
Number 0 for Miami is reporting in at number 82.
So Miami's expecting an onside kick. Their hands team is out there. So Keelan Marion is wearing number 82 because they have Keontae Scott in the game along the front line for their hands team. Looks like we are going to onside kick it here. You got both Weinberg and Royce out there. Two kickers on the field. Weinberg going to boot it up the middle, and it's going to be recovered by the Canes. And I don't even think it went 10 yards.
It did not, man. We got to get a little bit more oomph on that ball right there. So at least if it hits that first defender, that first receiver, it bounces off of him. That was just way too easy.
Isaiah Taylor, defensive back, was the one that scooped it up. So the onside kick does not go executed the way we would like. And Miami will have great field position, 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. 10:04 left. Canes lead 28-11. But you got to work quickly here. You got to get a 3 and out, get the ball back. Time not on your side, so do what you got to do.
So you're stacking the box down there now. That's going to be good to stop the run. Just have to make sure you don't get nobody behind you.
Handing it off. And moving forward is Lyle. Tackled from behind by Omar Graham. Daryl Jackson in there as well. Maybe a gain of a yard.
And that's what I wish we would have been doing defensively for the entire game, is stacking the box and just forcing Beck to throw that ball to the outside and just challenging our defensive backs to be able to play man-to-man. Right now you got them stuffed in the box, but it's a little too late for that. We still got to stop the run, though.
9:35 and counting, 28-11. Miami. 2nd and 9 from the 42-yard line. They'll give it to, this time it's Brown, and nothing doing there. Maybe a gain of 1 more yard. You have Lyons in there. Florida State with Jackson and Lyons clogging up the middle now.
Yeah, they're just put in a better position now. They got 4 men on the front right there. A lot of the times they've been playing 3-man front with the 3 linebackers right behind them, but the linebackers are playing a little too far off the ball to really get any penetration on the defensive line.
Reporting in at number 0.
Under 9 minutes to play. 3rd and 7 from the FSU 40. Miami leading 28-11. Tight trips, cluster tight to the line to the left. Receiver wide to the right. Tony in motion left to right. Met going to throw. Pumping. Looking over the middle. Fires far side. Incomplete. Flag thrown at the line. Incomplete pass. Looking for Marion. Wilson and Nicholson were out there, but what's the flag here? Clock stops. 8:38 remaining.
Holding. Offense. Number 63. The penalties decline.
Okay.
4th down.
4th down. What will Mario Cristobal elect to do here? Is he going to punt it and try and pin us deep? It looks like it. This would be around a 57, 58-yard field goal, and I don't think Davis has the leg for that. His long is 53, and they're going to punt it. So Dylan Joyce back out, the junior out of Australia. He's got 4 kicks coming in inside the 20-yard line. Jalen Lucas is now back deep at his own 7-yard line. Knowles racing guys on and off, a little disjointed here on this punt play. Good snap. Joyce, rugby style to the right. End over end kick. Lucas will call for a fair catch at the 4-yard line.
Man, let that one go.
Let's go down the sidelines. Tom Block, TB, take it away.
Yeah, that wasn't Lucas. That was B.J. Gibson, and the reason they were racing guys off is because they had 2 number 10s on the field. So James Williams raced off. Edwin Joseph raced on. So the point being, Squirrel wasn't back there. That was B.J. Gibson.
There you go. So Gibson back deep, calls for the fair catch at the 4-yard line. Squirrel took that big hit. And you wonder how he's doing, if he's okay. As he took a pop on the previous punt return where Dylan Day was ejected for targeting. 8:32 to go. We got to go 96 yards now, down 28-11.
Man, those safeties are really up close to the line of scrimmage. They're challenging us to really go out there and go deep on one of those sides.
Yep. Sawchuk off to the right, a Castellanos in the gun. Tommy to throw. Tommy over the middle, incomplete. Knocked away from Randy Pittman near the 8-yard line. Jacoby Thomas was all over him. Incomplete. Second down.
Your tight coverage, trying to get the ball to your tight end right there. Wasn't going to pick up anything extra after the catch if he made that catch, but at least we're trying to get vertical up the field, try to hit him in that zone, but it was a man-to-man right there. Defender made the play.
Clock stops, 8:28 remaining. 2nd and 10 at our own 4-yard line. In the shadow of our own goalposts. Right to left as we watch it. Tommy looking to throw. Fires down the near side, incomplete. Looking for Pittman again. Teray was on in coverage. They had him bracketed pretty good. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, it looks like Deuce was inside right there on that play. Maybe if he could have came inside and saw Deuce, would have had a bigger player, a better chance to make the play. But trying to get the ball outside again to Pittman. Decent coverage.
So 3rd and 10. Down 28-11. Castellanos 13 of 26 for 153, a touchdown and 2 picks thrown at tonight. 2 receivers left and right on 3rd and 10. Kane showing pressure. They back off. Tommy throws out of the end zone. Caught. Robinson ripped out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Nice job right there. That's our Tico Peoples Gas high-efficiency play. Delivering natural gas to help you save energy and earn cash back. Learn more at peoplesgas.com.
Good job right there. Good protection, giving Tommy a chance back there to find the receiver, and Deuce runs a nice route, able to pick up the first down.
4 catches for 48 yards for Robinson. 1st and 10 from the 18. Castellanos flush, being chased. Fires on the run far side. Wide open over there. Nice job by McCoy. Knocked it out of bounds near the 30-yard line. So LaWayne McCoy has a touchdown grab tonight. Makes another catch there.
And keep the tempo going. You have to keep the tempo going. You need that time on the clock, so you need to get down the field as fast as possible.
Mark him out at the 29. Gain of 18. Hand off to Sawchuk, lowers the shoulder, bouncing off tacklers like a pinball. Spun down at the 36-yard line.
Keep that tempo going. Let's go, let's go. Get lined up.
Tackle made by Armando Blunt. Sophomore to Miami Central. 2nd and 3 from the 36, and now movement and whistles, and we're pointing their way, saying they move.
No. Offense, number 55.
Hanson.
5-yard penalty.
Yep.
2nd down.
He's been a little quick all night tonight. I'm surprised that's the first time they've called him, man. He has to make sure. I know he's trying to kick step, get back there so he can get leverage on the defensive end, but he got to stay on side. Those penalties kill you when you're trying to build momentum and get down the field, and the time is getting shorter and shorter.
Had a few of those early that hurt us on first downs. Clock running now, 7:25 and counting. Down 28-11. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Sawchuk to the right of Castellanos in the gun. Pettibo grabs the pig, snap back. Looking right, throwing right. McCoy slipped and fell down. The throw was low anyway, incomplete out near the 38-yard line. Now 3rd down.
Intended for McCoy. Incomplete.
Yeah, that time he just got his weight from under his pads right there and couldn't keep those cleats in the turf. Slips down. But not a great throw like you said either.
3rd and 8. 7:11 remains. 28-11 Miami. 2 receivers right and left. Sawchuk off to the left and Castellanos in the gun. 3rd and 8 at the 31-yard line. 4-man rush. Castellanos, pocket collapsing, throws, caught, crossing route. Pittman tackled immediately by Bassett at the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 3. And now it's 4th and 5. You have no choice.
Got to go, and just, again, having to get that ball out quick enough. Can't really go through the progression like you want to. Have to get it to the first person you see, and that's the tight end right there. But again, their edge rushers getting back there and causing havoc, getting in the quarterback space.
4th and 5 at our own 34. Line to gain the 39. Empty backfield. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Robinson slot to the right side. Rather Danzy. Now Danzy in motion right to left. 4 receivers left. 4th and 5. Blitz coming. Castellanos over the middle. Caught by Deuce at the 42. Tackle there. Move those chains for FSU. Poyser made the tackle. Robinson's 5th catch of the night.
Got to have more of a sense of urgency. You need to be getting these plays off every 7 seconds.
Going quickly. 1st and 10 from the 43. Play action. Castellanos looking to throw. Being chased by Blunt. Throws on the run. Sidearm throw. What a catch by Danzy. Great hands by Danzy down to the 40-yard line. Great job.
Yeah, it was, man. Wow, way to extend that body and go up and get that all-hands catch right there.
Gain of 27 on that play to Mekhi Danzy. First and 10 at the Miami 40. Two receivers left and right. Chrome on the back of the backfield. Blitz coming. Home run ball looking for Deuce down the field. He couldn't get it with one hand. He had Thomas chasing him. Deuce Robinson nearly had another outstanding one-handed grab.
Yeah, he did. That ball, if it has a little bit more air on it, he's going to be able to run up under it.
5:41 remaining. Now 28-11. Second and 10 at the Miami 40. Two receivers right, two to the left. Elijah Moore checks in for the first time tonight. Sawchuk off to the right, and Castellanos in the shotgun.
Let's go, get the play off.
7 on the play clock. And now a flag's thrown. We have movement again.
No, they tried to clap their hands on the other side of the ball to try to make us jump. So there
you go.
Be defensive.
Disconcerting signals.
Yep.
Delay of game, defense. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Down a time block. TB, what'd you see down there?
Well, you said Elijah Moore was in. Deuce was totally gassed, but now with the penalty, they've flip-flopped again, and Deuce is back out there.
Yep. Robinson, 5 catches, 57 yards. He's the first Knoll with multiple 140-yard receiving games in the same season since Crepanzo Thorpe back in 2003. What a great start in the Garnet and goal for Deuce. Tommy gonna throw. Safety blitz coming. Castellanos, they pick it up. They do a nice job. Fires it out far side. Danzy couldn't hang on as he was falling out of bounds in front of that Miami sideline. O.J. Frederic was out there with him.
Just a little bit too long. Took a little bit too long to go through that progression right there. Tried to find a guy on the front side of the field, but had to go all the way backside and couldn't get that ball out there for the reception to Danzy.
Tariq Mallory in the ball game at wide receiver. Split out wide to the right side. Pittman tight end left. Sawchuk to the left of Castellanos in the gun. 3rd and 5 at the 35-yard line. Danzy motions right to left, lines up wing to the left side. Castellanos stepping up, trying to get away from Bain, throws it over the middle, incomplete, but Bain was all over him.
Yeah, right now, Medley doesn't have an answer for him. He just putting pressure on the quarterback every play, and when you have a defensive player, you don't have to bring any secondary or any linebacker blitzes. You can put pressure like that. It's going to always force that quarterback to step up in the pocket and throw before he wants to.
6'3", 270 pounds, and he's got quick get-off off the line. 4th and 5, 5:29 left. 4th and 5 for the Miami 35. Trips to the right side, two receivers left. Castellanos empty backfield, 4th and 5. Danzy now motions left to right, 4 receivers to the right side. Castellanos gonna throw. Now stepping up, Tommy will run, breaks the tackle as the first down. 30 out of bounds at the 27-yard line. He saw what he liked there and got it. Thomas forced him out.
Yeah, it's gonna be opportunities like that. Again, the defenders have their back turned. He's just waiting for him to clear out of there and able to pick up the play with his legs.
Able to beat Jalen Alderman at the point of attack. 1st and 10 from the 27. Blitz coming again. Castellanos in trouble. Fires over the middle and knocked away last second. Incomplete at the 15-yard line by Scott. He was looking for Danzy over the middle of the field, and just as he's backing off, just didn't have a whole lot of juice on that ball.
No, still a lot more pressure than you needed in his face right there. Good job of the running back. Chroma stepping up in there and getting that block on the blitzing linebacker, but still enough pressure to force that throw faster than he wanted to.
5:07 remaining. This is the 15th play of the drive right here for the Noles. Down 28-11. Two receivers left and right. Tommy looks to the sideline. His offensive coordinator, Gus Malzahn, in his ear. Kane showing pressure. They bring it off the edge. Castellanos backing away from it. Now stepping up. Fires it far sideline. Too high for Lucas. Incomplete. Down near the 10-yard line. He had him in the hole between the corner and the safety, but just too high for number 12.
Yeah, that was a Deuce Robinson throw right there. He had to know his personnel on that play a little bit too high for Squirrel to get up and make that play. Oh, no, that wasn't Squirrel. Sorry about that, Lucas.
Yep. Fitzgerald, who has a pick tonight, on in coverage. 5 minutes left. 3rd and 10 at the Miami 28-yard line. Robinson wide left, Pittman slot left, two receivers to the right side. Sawchuk off to the left, and Castellanos in the gun. 3rd and 10. Here comes an all-out blitz. Look out. Fires it over the middle. One-handed catch by Pittman, but tackled immediately at the 26-yard line. Tackled immediately by Fitzgerald. They brought everybody there, and now it's 4th and 8.
I mean, I like the philosophy. I wish we would have been doing that, man. I mean, blitz, force the quarterback to make a quick decision. He has to get that ball out of there, can really get down the field to the first down mark. Has to basically get it to the first receiver receives.
As we approach 4:30 left in the game. 4th and 8. At the Miami 26-yard line. 2 receivers left and right. Blind to gains the 18-yard line. Castellanos going to throw it. Pocket collapsing, rolling out to his right. Fires over the middle. Caught at the 11-yard line. There's Pittman again. Nice job by those two connecting down inside the red zone. Move those chains for FSU.
Again, tempo, tempo, tempo. You need to run these plays. I think we wasted probably about an extra minute and a half on this drive, not keeping the tempo up.
Timeout call by Miami. Gain of 15 on that play.
Second charge, timeout to Miami. Correction. This is their 3rd and final timeout. 30-second timeout.
Clock stops with 4:01 remaining. 4:01 left. Great job by Castellanos evading pressure, eluding the sack, and firing the ball. And a great job by Pittman, who we saw do that at UVA.
Yes.
Go down low and get both arms underneath the football bar
This is
done.
Miami's 2nd timeout of the game.
Yeah, and that's what you want to have, man. He's solid right there. He goes down, he gets that ball, make sure he puts it in his body, make sure his arms are underneath so the ball doesn't have a chance to touch the ground.
Time of possession is the exact same right now. That's rare to see. 27:54 aside. And man, you look at again, you look at the stats. Florida State's outgained Miami 348 to 328, out rushing Miami. 25 first downs to 13. But just the turnovers and the big plays have haunted us tonight.
It's the mistakes. It's kind of falling over from last week. The mistakes and missed assignments early have it where you have to rush and try to do this at the end of the game to try to make a play on it.
1st and 10 from the 11 with 4:01 left. Now 28-11. Trips to the left side. Robinson wide right. Castellanos looking to throw. Now a delayed quarterback run. Tommy takes a big pop near the 5-yard line. Takes a big hit. He's going to be okay. Now we have a late flag thrown, it looks like.
Is that a shoe or flag?
Or never mind. It's a shoe. Never mind. Who throws a shoe?
What the world?
There it is. Castellanos hit from behind by Moten, who's back in after being knocked out. 2nd and 4 from the 5-yard line going into that north end zone. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Castellanos looking to throw. Castellanos has a pocket, looking left, throw left, caught by Pittman, he's in there. Nice try by the Noles. Randy Pittman Jr. with his 2nd receiving touchdown of the season. Touchdown Florida State, touchdown FSU.
Man, and you see what the math was on that last one. We were trying to go for 2. Then you get this one, then you're only 8 down. Right now, we're still going to be, if we get this one, we'll probably be a little short.
28-17 is the score. We're going to go for 2. And now Jerry Magellanes has stopped play. And now we're set again. So going for 2, down 28-17. You have 4 receivers to the right side. Robinson wide to the left. Empty backfield for Castellanos. 3:22 remains, down 28-17. Castellanos caught with the hands, takes the snap. Castellanos flush left, throws into the end zone. Caught by McCoy. Back of the end zone. And some life from the Garnet and Gold here late in the ball game.
Castellanos get hit late on that play.
He's a little slow to get up, hobbling off the field. He must have taken a pop after delivering that strike to McCoy to put 2 more points on the board. All right, 3:22 remaining. Now it's 28-19.
Yeah, he takes a little shot on that. He gets hit low, gets hit high and low. Somebody's wrapping around his ankles, bringing him down, and then he gets hit from the top.
Yeah.
But a good job right there getting in the end zone, man. You see what they were trying to do, where they went for the first, that two-point conversion on the last touchdown, trying to bring that thing
Number
in.
0 of Miami is now reporting in at number 82.
19-play drive, bar none. 96 yards, 5:10 off the clock. Scott and Wallace, successful drive summary. Scott and Wallace, the official injury lawyers of Florida State Athletics. Scott and Wallace with offices in Tallahassee. They're going to try the onside kick again here. All my stat sheets are blown in the wind all over our engineer, Chris Culp. He made an athletic play right there, catching that one. 3:22 to go. Down 28-19. You got, again, Weinberg and Royce both out there. They were 0 for 1 last time. This one's Royce, a little spinner sideways. The ball is connected. It's loose, but I think Miami got it on the carom. Yeah, they did. Royce put a little bit of sideways English on that one. And we just were unable to grab it off the deflection, the carom, and the Canes have it.
Man, got to be able to get on that ball.
The ball was recovered by the receiving team. First down, Miami.
The Saint got it just before Landon Thomas could get there.
Yep, Landon still kind of pushed him in the chest. He turned around 31 and was aware that the ball was headed this way.
Please reset the game clock to 3 minutes, 19 seconds. 3:19 on the game clock. Thank you.
Florida State is all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute timeouts. 28-19. 3:19 to go. First and 10 Miami at the FSU 39. Back in the gun. Gonna hand it off. This is Brown running hard. Mike Norvell's gonna use timeout number 1 down to the 35. Earl Little in there. Deontay McCray coming up, making a tackle.
First charge, timeout, Florida State.
Gain of 3, so 3:13 remains. Now 2 timeouts left for the Noles, down 28-19.
Right, here's a situation where you're coming over there, man. You just got to sell out. Right now you think that Miami's going to keep the ball on the ground, try to run out the clock, force us to use our timeouts. I don't think they want to throw it right now. They throw it, they get an incomplete pass. That helps us out. So look for them to come out and keep trying to run this ball, try to take time off the clock and force us to use TOs.
Stay with us. Sunstop postgame show coming up. It only takes one look to find everything you need under the sun at Sunstop. Food, fuel, and smiling faces
Miami,
at their 80 locations in Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Sunstop, a proud partner of Florida State Athletics. A gain of 3 for Brown. 2nd and 7 at the Seminole 36-yard line. 28-19, Miami. Trip to the left side. Daniels wide to the right. Brown off to the right of Carson Beck in the shotgun. Crowd trying to get into it. Beck will throw. Beck over the middle. Deflected and incomplete. Great coverage by Jerry Wilson on a slant route over the middle looking for Keelan Marion. Well, that helps us. It stops the clock and we save a timeout.
Yes, that does help. Huge. Good job by Jerry getting in there.
3:10 left. 28-19 the score. Great job by Wilson on that play. Timed it perfectly.
Yeah, he did. Almost ran the route for the receiver right there.
3rd and 7 from the 36-yard line. Tight trips cluster to the right side. Receiver wide to the left. Carson Beck in the shotgun. 3rd and 7. Takes a snap, fakes a handoff out in the flat. Caught by Bauman. Bauman is tackled by Nicholson at the 30-yard line. Timeout, Mike Norvell. Short of the line to gain by a yard. Gain of 6.
Decisions.
Yep. I would bet they go for it.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to put it into the hands of his kicker right there. He misses it in the beginning.
To Florida State.
Go down the sideline. Yeah, down the sidelines with Tom Block. TB, big 4th down decision here.
I mean, if I'm Miami, you got to go for it. They built this whole team on their offensive line, and you got 1 yard to gain, so I think they'd go. Before that play, it was interesting. Mike Norvell was 20 yards away from the field judge, but he made eye contact and did the whole pointed 2 fingers at his eyes, 2 fingers at the field judge, back and forth. In other words, trying to say, hey, as soon as this play is over, you be looking at me because I'm taking the timeout right away, and that's exactly what happened.
Right on that same page. Before we continue on, let us pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Seminole Football from Legends Global. Jeff Culhane, William Barnum-Floyd, Tom Block, Chris Culp, Andy Surratt, Jack Kavovit, Aryan Masudi, Peyton Russell, Warren Dunleavy, our entire Seminole Sports Network team. Here we go. This is the game right here. 4th and 1 from the 30 going in. I formation, power I set. 2 fullbacks in the backfield. Flag thrown. He's got the first down, but wait. A flag was thrown on the snap. It feels like an illegal formation.
Offside, number 55.
Man.
5-yard penalty results in a first down.
That's Kevin Wynn, true freshman defensive tackle who's been banged up. He's back. His first action as a Seminole, and he's lined up in the neutral zone.
Come on. Come on.
That's a killer. Yeah, he's offside.
Jeez Louise.
He is.
He is for sure. Man.
Yep.
I mean, that's been like that. That's kind of been the story of the last 2 weeks, man. When you need to make plays or things need to happen, you're just a little bit short, or you're a little bit offsides, a little bit long, whatever it is. You're making mistakes, you're getting missed assignments and penalties, and that's going to kill you every time in a game like this.
Under 3 minutes, and now Miami will let the clock run. Florida State has 1 timeout left. We do have the 2-minute timeout as well. Well, we've got some serious smack talking going on there in the line of scrimmage from both sides. Play clock's at 5. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Unbalanced to the right side. I formation. They hand it off. This is Brown. He'll lose yards on the play. Still on his feet. Finally, they blow it dead. Herring got him first and came back and knocked him down again. Timeout Mike Norvell with 2:33 remaining.
This is how I wish we would have been playing the run a lot at the beginning of the game. We got 8 or 9 in the box right now to stop the run. And just should have played man-to-man on the outside. But this is what you do right here to stop the run against Miami. You got to put enough people up there, enough people on the line to be able to negate their beef.
TFL number 5 of the night, Herring, runs down Marty Brown for Elijah, his 2nd TFL of the season. So that's it. No more timeouts. We do have the 2-minute timeout coming up. 2:33 to play. 28-19 Miami with the lead. Tonight, Carson Beck, 20 of 26 for 241 yards and 4 touchdowns. Tommy Castellanos has helped bring Florida State back, scoring 16 unanswered points, trailing 28-19, 21 of 40, 230 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. He also is our leading rusher with 54 rushing yards as well.
That's another thing that I don't think that we really attacked. We didn't attack the outside. We tried to keep going up the middle against a stout defense. Gave those defensive ends a lot of respect.
High formation, 2 tight ends to the right side, unbalanced. Now Bauman motions right to left. They give to Brown. Brown grabbed and drilled by Cryer and by Daryl Desir. Great job by those two going in, and a physical hit by Daryl, smacking Marty Brown. And this will take us down to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 13. Miami has the ball at the Florida State 27-yard line, leading 28-19. We'll take it down to 2 minutes. Some key plays coming up here down the stretch. We'll take a timeout as well. We're back after this break.
Hey, college football fans, I know you do anything for a win on game day, and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
For the Florida State fan looking for more, a podcast for you. Listen to the Seminole Sports Network podcast every week as we tell the success stories of all things Florida State athletics. Hear from head coaches Mike Norvell, Luke Lux, Link Jarrett, and more. FSU AD Michael Alford updates us on all the happenings around Florida State athletics. And we'll talk with our great student athletes as well. The Seminole Sports Network podcast with a new episode every week. Find it on all podcast streaming platforms. The official podcast of FSU Athletics.
Renewal by Andersen Windows and Doors, proud partner of the Knolls. Like the Knolls, we value strength, performance, and durability. Our energy-efficient Acclaim Impact windows and doors withstand Florida's harshest weather. Built with advanced technology, they offer superior protection and longevity. Enhance your home with a team you can trust. Contact Renewal by Andersen today or visit bestwindowsgulfcoast.com. Go Knolls! License number CG C1527613.
At ViStar Credit Union, we go the extra mile to bring Florida State fans better banking. Open a ViStar Plus checking account and unlock up to $570 in annual savings. Enjoy perks like getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit, identity and phone protection, and so much more. All for just $5.99 a month. To learn more, visit one of ViStar's local branches or visit ViStarCU.org. ViStar Credit Union, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Go Noles!
This is Florida State football on the Seminole Sports Network, presented by Wolfson Children's Hospital.
2 minutes left. 28-19, Miami leading Florida State. The Noles have scored 16 unanswered here in the fourth quarter. And a critical 3rd and 12 coming up. As the ball is at the FSU 27-yard line. Seen a little bit of urgency bar none out of the Garnet and Gold here in this fourth quarter, not giving up. Down 28-3, continuing to fight and trying to hang in there.
Yeah, just grinding out, and you got to appreciate that, but probably just a little bit too little, too late. Made way too many mistakes early. Made a few here in the second half that hurt us in the third quarter, but I like the way they've come back and try to get this deal done. You got to think Miami's going to run the ball right here, try to set it up for the kicker to kick a late field goal.
Earl Little, Stephon Thompson, Jabril Rawls, and Blake Nicholson lead the way with 6 tackles. Elijah Herring has 5 tackles in the TFL. Blake Nicholson with a TFL also. And Keontae Scott has 9 tackles to lead Miami. A much improved secondary, 6 DB transfers in the offseason for Mario Cristobal and the Canes. Third and 12. 2 minutes remain. Down 28-19. Split backs. We got Fletcher and Brown in the backfield. Back in the shotgun. Races the leg. He'll hand it off to Fletcher. Running left. Fletcher breaks a tackle and slips down at the 23-yard line. Jabril Rawls was there. Earl Little was flying off the roof. Made him cut back.
Good job right there. And that's like I keep going back, harping on it, man. We had 8 in the box right there because we were expecting to run. Maybe we should have been doing that a lot more all game long. But yeah, we kind of outflanked and outnumbered. You have the linebackers playing off about 5-6 yards. You only have 3 men on the line of scrimmage. They have to be up closer to the line of scrimmage if they're going to get in those holes, to get in those running lanes, cause a problem.
4th down, they're going for it here. 4th and 8 from the 23. 1:20 and counting, 6 on the play clock. Empty backfield. Fletcher now motions into the backfield. Fake the handoff. Beck floats it over the top to Malachi Tony. It's incomplete. Turnover on downs. Deontay McCray was in the face of the Miami signal caller, and we'll get it back with 1:12 to go, but with no timeouts.
See what pressure does? If we would have been pressuring him like that all night, I believe he would have been making throws like that all night, but he was never really challenged early. Once we started challenging, look at him. He doesn't want to get hit. He's backing out of that. That's why he's not able to throw an accurate play. That play is wide open right there. If he throws that on an accurate throw, he probably scores on that play. But again, putting pressure in his face, forcing him to throw the ball. He doesn't want to take a hit. He's not a guy to me that wants to stand in the pocket and step into the throw and take the hit. Where you look at him like, man, look how the quarterback is giving it up for the team.
He does get happy feet in there. 1st and 10 from the 23. No timeouts, 1:12 remains, down 28-19, got to go quickly. Castellano stepping up, fires it far side. Pittman's knocked out of bounds. Clock will stop. We might have lost a yard of the play. No gain. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that time you had Danzy, man. You had him out there with a safety, with some decent coverage, but man, he's proved that he'll go up and make a play for the ball. Right now, I think you got to stretch the field and try to get down the field.
7 catches tonight for Randy Pittman, and a touchdown. 1:07 left, clock stops, now 28-19. 2nd and 10 from the 23. Castellanos to throw. Castellano stepping up. He'll run. Now he'll slide down. You got to go quickly. Slides down to 26 and a flag thrown. I think they're going to call a late hit there on the slide. As Poyser came up and caught him a little bit as Tommy slid down and gave himself up.
Yeah, you got to be able to pull yourself off as a defender on that play.
What do we got here?
Well, they're walking it off. I don't know how the ref is taking so much time to make the call.
After the quarterback slid, personal foul, late hit, number 18, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Armando Blunt.
Declined the 10-second runoff. The game clock will start on the snap.
1:01 remains. That brings the ball out to the 41. Right hash. Down 28 to 19. 1:01 left. First and 10. Two receivers left and right, tight to the line. Quick snap. Castellanos back to throw. Now under pressure. Gets outside the pocket. Throws to Sawchuk near side out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Taken out there by O.J. Frederick Jr. Clock stops. 53 seconds left.
That's what he's able to do. Extend the plays with his legs right there. A lot of pressure on him. He's able to get out of the pressure. Dump the ball off to the running back.
2nd and 6 from the 45. 53 seconds remain, no timeouts. Working the sideline, Sawchuk the back in the backfield. Two receivers left and right. McCoy, slot to the right side as a touchdown grab tonight. Castellanos over the middle, caught. Sawchuk takes a hit, bouncing off tacklers to the 48-yard line, first down. Man, he runs physical, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. I mean, he always falls forward. That's what I love about him. He's one of those backs that's going to make sure he keeps those legs turning and get as much yardage as he can.
Mazate and Poyser made the tackle. 1st and 10 going quickly. Tommy flushed out to the right, chased by Mesidor. Now moving it back to the near side, throws it away out of bounds, gets hit and taken down by Blunt in the backfield. Incomplete. Clock stops, 35 seconds left.
Would love to see the offensive line be able to hold that right now. Miami's only rushing 4. You got 5 against 4. You should be able to keep them out. Right now they're doing some substitution out there, trying to change some guys out to get a little bloat on that side.
35 seconds remain. 28 to 19 Miami. Knowles looking to try and find a way and avoid falling to 3 and 2. Tommy takes a snap, stepping up. Fires over the middle, pass deflected and caught by Deuce. Breaks the tackle. 30, 25, 20. 4 numbers. Robinson gets out of bounds. What great effort by Deuce Robinson to the 17-yard line.
Great catch right there, man. And you look back at that 2-point conversion, man. That first one we went for it, we couldn't go. Great concentration by Deuce. Keeping his eye on the ball. He has to locate that ball at this tip. Great job.
And now we're going to go for a field goal here to make it a 1-possession game and then kick the onside kick. So we bring out the field goal unit. Here's Weinberg. This will be from 35. He has a make earlier in the game from 23. On the snap, Shimeno to hold from 35 yards to the right hash. Good snap, spot. Kick has the distance and nails it. So, a 1-possession game with 20 seconds to play. This team's not giving up.
Can't give up, and I love the fight in them. They had the same fight in them last week. Refused to give up, took it all the way down to the wire. Right now, again, man, we had a couple. We had that first one that we just gave to them. That second one was close. We couldn't get on. I'm talking about the onside kick. And you know it has to be coming again now, so have to execute and try to get this ball.
28-22. 19 unanswered points by the Noles, trailing 28-3 going into this 4th quarter. Wow.
Just fight, man. I mean, this is why you respect the team. You can respect the team if they just continue to fight all the way to the end. You see that they have the talent to get it done. They just got to stop hurting themselves. And that's what we've done early the last 2 games is hurt ourselves.
Yes, we have. Scott and Wallace, successful drive summary, 7 plays, 60 yards. 50 seconds off the clock. Scott and Wallace, the official injury lawyers of Florida State Athletics. Scott and Wallace with offices in Tallahassee. All right, our 3rd attempt at an onside kick. Maybe 3rd time's a charm here. Down 28-22, 20 seconds left. Got to get it. Weinberg and Royce out there. Royce with a sideways spinner. Contact is made, and it's recovered by Basaint. And Miami is going to get out of here and survive in the 70th meeting between these two programs.
Man, I would have liked for those. They don't put that ball on the tee anymore, man. That seems like you put that ball on the tee, it gets a little bit more flip and bump and hop on it. I guess the spin is the new thing right now. If you can spin it out of the guy's hands, but not enough velocity on that deal on that time to get it done. And 31 has been able to recover that ball twice for him on that onside kick going that way.
Elijah Moore gave a pop, but Basaint able to hang on. Well, we got all sorts of trash talking at that line of scrimmage right now on both sides. Victory formation here. Beck under center. They just need to snap it one time. They do. And Miami is going to move to 5-0 on the year. And Florida State falls in prime time in front of a sold-out crowd, unfortunately, to the Canes. And Mario Cristobal has his first ranked road win as the head coach of the Miami Hurricanes. The final, Miami wins it tonight, 28-22. Our Sunstop postgame show is right around the corner. We're back after this timeout.
A golf instructor who